What is going on, everybody? Jackknife Finnegan coming at you with a JKFT podcast special. This is my man over here. This is Kurt. He runs People I Know Show. What is up, Yasin? What up, Effortastic? How you doing? I'm gonna wait till you guys get in here before we start firing up our live. Just so you know, I am live on Jackknife Finnegan channel, and we're also live on People I Know channel on YouTube, guys. So big shout out to Taco Supreme, Rayler, and guys, what better way to start a live podcast or a live broadcast with a little bit of beer? You know, Jackknife Finnegan brought his beer. You know, he brought his beer, boys. What up, Raven? How you doing? So we got our beer. We're gonna crack it open.
I didn't have a beer, but luckily I had a party like a year and a half ago, and this one was in my fridge. So here we are.
A year and a half ago.
Well, no, I've had parties since then, but this beer I think is from a party a long time ago, and I found it. I don't really drink beer at home that often when I'm out traveling.
You wouldn't be making it in Jackknife Finnegan's house. You know how we do, boys. Crack open a beer pretty much every night on the stream, because that's how we get down. Shout out to Giggles in the chat. Shout out to everybody. Guys, I'm not going to be paying much attention to the chat. That's why I got my awesome mods in the chat. We got Giggles. We got Effort. We got everybody in the chat. Big shout out to Rodriguez in the chat. Shout out to the channel mods and the channel members, guys. I appreciate it. I know I'm running a half an hour behind schedule. That's my fault. I apologize. But with that being said, guys, let's get to the podcast. Let's go. So big shout out to everyone being here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this type of stuff. If you guys enjoy this content, please leave a like, guys. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get 30 likes up the gate. Let's go.
You're clearly the professional here, Jackknife, with the live videos and all that. I've not done a live video to my YouTube channel until right now on People I Know Show. And I see here, and we can tell from our perspective, we have the fancy 2-camera setup, except one camera is on my channel and the other one's on your channel. So for those watching, you're gonna kind of
we got dual cam.
They could watch both channels at once. So you're sitting wherever you're at right now. If you actually have the ability to like put up 2 different streams, there you go. You can see the 2 cameras together. It'd be like watching a Super Bowl or something.
Not only we get this camera angle, you can check this camera angle. You got camera 1, camera 2. We can do the Wayne's World right now. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera.
We could probably do that for hours, but I think we're gonna have some conversations about a few different things. So I named this on my channel Jackknife Finnegan. It's episode 62 of my podcast. And have you fallen out of love with living? I think that's what we put there.
Okay. Now the funny thing is, if you guys check out the People I Know Show, the People I Know Show, guys, is a very quality show. It's a podcast, and what it is pretty much real life discussions. It's real life talk. It's getting to know people. And Kurt over here, he finds a lot of different people from all different backgrounds, brings them on his show, and he gets to talk to them. I've been the fortunate one. This is my second appearance, guys. Second appearance. That's awesome. I'm very proud to be here, and I'm very blessed and very happy, because when I did do my first podcast with Kurt here, I was at 2,000 subs. We're at over 11,000, about ready to hit 12,000. So let's get the party started. But anyway, so when I met Kurt, I'd say maybe about a month. I know Kurt a long time. But when I talked to him a couple months ago, I looked at him and I said, you know what, bro? I got an idea for your show. It was getting around the holiday season. I go, bro, I fell out of love with living. And I know that might sound depressing. That might sound crazy. That might not make sense to you guys. But let me tell you what exactly that means to me. Around the holiday season, guys, I get depressed. I get bummed out. Because, you know, I got to come up with all this money for the holidays. I got to support my family. I got to, you know, maintain the bills and come up with these presents and do this and do that. And I just get so depressed. And the snow does not help out my situation at all, because things are dying and I don't like that. And I just don't know what to do. So I looked at him and I go, Kurt, I fell out of love with living. Thank you, El Fat Bastard. I see El Fat Bastard over here in the People I Know Show. Hey, shout out to my man, El Fat Bastard. Let's go. Hey, I found your channel now. I subbed. Hell yeah. If you guys do not know what other channel we're rocking with, it's the People I Know Show. If you type it in in your thing, you type People I Know Show, you're gonna see Kurt over here. There he is right there. Shout out to, hey, Officer Rodriguez. Hey, Officer. If you guys could take this link and put it in my live stream, I'd appreciate it, guys. It would be really awesome. If you could do that, that'd be great.
The first time we did an episode together, I think I just launched my YouTube channel. I started audio only for the first few months. And then having you on and learning some of this for the first time, I think I went from 2 subscribers to like 25, which was a huge jump for me. And now it's just a little bit over 100 because I don't do this. I don't do the live stuff. And I think that's pretty important. I put out a video version of my podcast, most of them for the last 10 or 15 episodes. But I haven't learned all the skills and everything that you're doing to really connect with people and bring people in, which is something in real life I want to do. But I realize I need to do it more on the social media to find ways to bring people into what I'm doing, the people that will like what I'm doing, and then interact with everyone. So the individuals posting right now, I mean, that's what I want. I want to meet these people. I want to meet you individually someday online or in real life. That's what I love doing.
Not to cut you off or nothing, but right here on your chat right now, you got Zaya Dog. This kid is a monster at Fortnite. You got Yasin. He comes all the way from Egypt. So big shout out to Yasin, man. You got Effortastic, probably one of the awesomest dudes you'll ever meet. You also got El Fat Bastard. You also got Rodriguez. You got a lot of these cool cats coming over here, rocking over here, and it's awesome. So big shout out to those guys coming through. I salute each and every one of you guys. We got Horror Shadow. He's from the UK. He's over here on my channel rocking it. I appreciate everybody coming over here rocking with us. But back to the subject at hand of falling out of love with living. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this. What that means is you sleep. You sleep in your bed. You go to bed and you sleep. And you set the alarm for an hour, you wake up and you're like, man, I just want to go back to sleep for another hour. Now, keep in mind, this is while I was running my YouTube channel. This is me trying to run my life, trying to go to my job, pay the bills, come up with Christmas, come up with this and that. And it was a lot of pressure, and it brought me down. It brought me so down that I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to sleep. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't know what to do. And that's how I felt. And I fell out of love with living. And I'm just like, man, now the holidays are over. I'm actually getting a little bit of momentum. I'm getting excited. I got money in my pocket. Now I'm kind of falling back in love with living. And now I know what you're thinking. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money doesn't make you this. Money doesn't make you that. But in reality, money helps out a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Money helps out a lot of things. And when you don't have that, you just don't want to live. You just want to lay in bed all day and be a bum and eat snack cakes and do this and that. And that's what I did. That's what I did, you guys. I fell out of love with living. And now I'm back. I'm back stronger than ever, and we're going to dominate 2020. You guys know that.
Is this something that happens every winter, Christmas time to you?
Unfortunately, yes. And if you talk to my wife, she'll say yes every single time. It happens every single winter. You guys will all know when you rock with this channel for so long, you will know every single winter from Thanksgiving until Christmas, I'm depressed. I am bummed out. I'm stressed out. I'm bummed. I'm stressed. I don't like it. But then every time you guys see the new year come through, you're like, whoa, Jack just changed. He's super excited. Yes, because I get a rejuvenation. I'm like, oh, we hit the new year, new me. Let's party. Let's get this game started. And that's how it always goes down. You know, that's just how it happens.
And is it related to, you're talking about money and how it affects you in ways maybe you wish it wouldn't, but it does, is the fact that you're spending a bunch of money and money's going away during Christmas time, plus it's cold. Is the money a big factor in that, or is it not really a big deal?
You know, the money was such a big factor when my kids were growing up. I have 2 step kids. I have 2 of my own kids. My kids right now, the ages of my kids are 21, 18, 9, and 6. And my daughter's gonna have a birthday coming up in March. So when they were growing up, I had to buy Christmas gifts for everybody. And now keep in mind, I would spend at least $500 on each kid. That's $2,000 right off the gate. And on top of that, I'd spend $1,000 on my wife, and then my wife would spend $1,000 on me. That's a $5,000 Christmas.
Where do these numbers come from? Like, why do you set those numbers for yourself?
It's just what happens.
Yeah.
My wife's like that, bro. If we're not getting everyone gifts, my wife's pissed. And I don't want my wife pissed because everybody knows a happy wife equals a happy life. And I hate that motto. I hate that motto. Why do I hate that motto? And I'm going to sound like an asshole when I tell you why I hate that motto, but I'm going to be 100% with you. Is because when we go and we live life and we say, a happy wife makes a happy life, well, what about my life? You know what I'm saying? What about my life? Like, I'm over here making you happy. That's great. You're happy. And now you're making me happy. That's great. But in reality, what about my life? And I know that sounds selfish. I know that sounds like an asshole move. I understand that. But reality is, what about my life? You know, what about her mantra? She doesn't have a mantra. All she has is happy wife, happy life. Woo, that's great. But what about me? Fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? What is that? You know what I'm saying? That pisses me off, bro. Like, happy husband? See, nothing even rhymes with that.
That's probably why. It's the word. If the word had an easy rhyme, I think we'd have a saying, but we don't. So we just give up.
Happy dad, he won't be sad. That might actually work. Let's put that, let's hashtag that. Let's hashtag that shit on Twitter. Happy dad won't be sad.
Is this something you talk about a lot with her? Like, you feel this and keep it in, or do you have conversations? Really? Okay.
I keep it in
You're
because
one of those guys. All right. I think there's a lot of people that do that.
The unfortunate fact is every Christmas, every holiday season, my wife knows that. She even tells me all the time that I took the fun out of the holidays. She's like, you take the fun out of the holidays for me because I am a big ball of depression. She already knows I'm a depression. Therefore, I'm not going to sit and talk to her about it because she already knows. She already can see the way I look. She already knows that I'm battling depression. She knows. So I'm like, whatever. I don't talk to her about it. Instead, I march on and I move on and I try talking to these guys. Guys, just so you know, we are 1 like away from 20. 1 like away from 20, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I see you often. Like, you're one of the few YouTube channels that I get notifications to on my phone. So I know when you're active on here, and sometimes it's at the most odd hours of the day. And there you go.
I want to apologize for that. Because if you are having your notifications on for me, I do feel bad because they do go off at all hours and they go off frequently and they go off a lot. So I apologize.
See, I never feel bad about that notification thing, whether it's a text message, phone call. These devices, we can set it however we want. If we don't want to be notified during odd hours, we can put it on silent, turn it off, put it away, or maybe block certain things from making the sound. So I don't feel bad. And like people, I live a very odd life with my sleeping times, and there's a number of people, my mom, my grandma, several others, that they like don't call me because they think I might be sleeping. Well, if I'm sleeping, my phone's on silent. Call me whenever. I'll call you back. That's the way I look at that. But I know people treat their phones different. Some people have every notification hit them 24 hours a day, and I can probably see reasons why for that. We're all kind of addicted, but I don't think that's healthy.
And you know, that's a very true fact. And let's bring this back in this perspective. This is going to go way off topic, but let me drop something for the younger audience in case you guys do not know what I'm dropping down here. Now, back in the day, we would, like, you know, you and I back in the day, because back in our day, this was a thing. We would give our phone number out, and if they never got a hold of us or we called their landline or whatever, and they never got back to us, it was understandable. Or if we like give our number out to like a girl, or you give your number out to a guy, whatever you do, you give your number out. And you're like, you're texting them, and they're like, oh, I didn't see your message. Back in the day, that was understandable. Like, oh, okay, that might be a thing. But nowadays, if a girl or a guy says, hey, I didn't get your message, they're full of shit. They're full of shit, guys. They are honestly full of shit because the way information is nowadays, you get it constantly like this. You know what I'm saying? You guys message me all the time on Instagram. You guys, the people that message me on Instagram right now can honestly tell you, they message me on Instagram at 3, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I write back right away. Why do I do that? Because I love you guys. But honestly, I see it. So if I tell you, oh, I didn't see that message, I'm probably full of shit. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I see every single message, guys. Every single goddamn message. I see it. So anyone that tells you they didn't see it, it's full of shit. I'm just saying. Let's just be real. Let's be real.
I think there's a chance that some of the women of Instagram that have a ton of followers they do whatever they do to get a bunch of followers, but they don't care about interacting with most of their people. That's my hunch, just kind of perceiving some of that. And maybe there's so many messages flooding in that they don't take the time to look at them. But if you really care about what you're trying to put out there and the people you're trying to connect with, I think it's very possible to do something, to read them, to reply in some way. And I suppose maybe someday, Jackknife, you'll grow to a level where you actually don't have the time to respond to people. So will you change your mind about that then if that ever happens? Or will you spend every minute of your life responding to everybody?
Truth be told, if that moment ever comes in my life where I do get a large amount of people subscribing, a large amount of people talking to me, this and that, I will do my damnedest to get to everybody. I will do my damnedest. Why? Because in all honesty, guys, I'm going to be 100% with you guys. I know a lot of YouTubers don't have the balls to say this, but I'm going to say this. Without you over here on People I Know Show, without you people over here on Jackknife Finnegan, without you guys, none of this exists. I don't exist. Kurt doesn't exist. None of this exists. So if I were to turn my back on you guys and not pay attention to you guys, I'd be a schmuck. I'd be an asshole, and I'd be a piece of garbage. And I would never do that. Because I know without you guys, none of this would be possible. So I love you guys, and I love you guys. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's the truth. That's the truth, guys.
And you do this every day, several times a day, it seems, or maybe most days you're doing something. But this is this now the second time we've done this together? Last time it was in the upstairs in the dining room, and we had the aquarium in the background. I've graduated. I'm doing more stuff in my basement, but you're the first podcast guest that I've recorded with, or I guess this is live, in my basement. And you're pushing my boundaries here a little bit with things I'm trying to do with my show and move it more to YouTube and try to find ways to engage with people better. But on your channel, I watch a little bit here and there. Do you have conversations with other people ever? Is this like the second time you've done, but I mean like on live with you talking?
No.
You're one talking to everyone out there, but you don't often have someone else with you having a conversation.
No, I don't. As much as I would love to, no, I don't. And I'm thinking I'm actually going to go that route and start doing that more on the JKFT part of things. Because I am bringing back my podcast. My podcast has kind of I kind of slowed down on that, which was really stupid because I have a lot of people that like it, but I've just been so busy doing video games, trying to come up with content, trying to do the merch thing. I got my merch up and running, guys. Hopefully you guys have checked out the merch by now, by the way. I just put up phone cases. For every version of iPhone and every version of Samsung, you guys can buy a case on both different versions, the triangle and the rugged. I set that up, guys. That is up and running. So buy your phone cases. But anyway, I've been trying to get the merch up and running. I've been trying to get this channel up and running. I've been trying to get 12K subs. I've been so many video game shit's been going out. I just got my gaming PC. I'm trying to learn how to play with the computer and with the mouse and keyboard, a lot harder than you would expect. I've been trying to do that. I just got done with the holidays, so I'm trying to get back in the swing of living. It's just a lot of shit I've been trying to do, but it's all coming together, and I love that. But once I get my podcast up and running and everything good to go, I do plan on bringing it, going live and bringing people up on the podium and talking with me and this and that. That's what I do plan on doing. So yeah.
My avid listeners to People I Know Show will notice that the last 2 Fridays, I put out an episode every Friday for like 14 months until the last 2 Fridays I did it. One was, it was like the new year and things were busy. And then I decided, well, I'm just going to take a little break. I'd warned my listeners that I might take do things differently because I've got a bunch of traveling coming up, and we can talk about that a little bit. And just realizing that I love doing this, but me doing what I'm doing and trying to do it every Friday, that was like my goal, and I did it. And I think it helped me a lot. But now I realize I'm going to do it differently. I'm just going to do things as they come, like this. This is a Wednesday afternoon. And I'm going to edit the audio a little bit after this and put that up on either today or tomorrow and say, screw it. Instead of thinking for some reason I had to do it every Friday because a lot of podcasts have this consistent regimen. I don't know. Maybe that matters to people. Maybe not. I know with you, you're a YouTube guy and you're just throwing stuff out there when you're ready to go with it. You put it out. People are those that are there see it. Some people watch it back later, and you just do it when it comes. And there's something about that I really appreciate. I think for myself, I needed the structure to like go beyond a year to get it up to 60 plus episodes like I have now. I think if I had just done it whenever I wanted to, it would have not come together so quickly. But now that I've made it a part of my life and I want to keep doing it, now I think it's more important at times to find the right conversations. And I think this one today is going to impact people and allow all of you out there to hear things from Jackknife that you don't normally hear from him. And I think that's important to not just decide every Friday, got to have something, more so let's find the right conversations and put them out when they come and not really ever force anything if it's not there.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Now, keep in mind, though, the tough part about it, structure is good. Mm-hmm. Structure is good. The fact that you had a show coming out every Friday was a good thing. People, get accustomed to that, and they like that. Now, me, unfortunately, I have my life going. I have 4 kids, bro. They all do different shit. I got a wife. She does different stuff. I'm like, oh my God. And then I got to do stuff for myself. So I can't really set a schedule because I don't know what I'm going to be doing 1 minute from the next. Like in an hour from now, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I have no idea. So therefore, I'm like, oh my God, I can't set a schedule because it'll obviously go all nuts. Today I said I was going to be doing this at 11:30. I didn't start till noon. I mean, shit happens, and therefore I don't set really a schedule because it's tough. I'm trying to. I would love to get structured and do that, but it's so hard for me to do that that's just how I do it. I pick random times. I go crazy, but you got to understand, I am fortunate. I got people that come from all over the world. I got Egypt, I got Germany, I got UK, I got United States, I've got Japan. I mean, all these people's time zones they go at all hours of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like when I sit at home and I'm like, man, it's 2 a.m. I don't think I should do a live stream. No one's gonna watch. But then I think, well, people on the West Coast, like Giggles and all them, they're on the West Coast. It's only midnight over there. You know what I'm saying? So then what happens is I'm like, well, piss on it. I go live at 2 a.m. and I get Giggles and everyone watching. And then all of a sudden it hits like 5 a.m. And I'm like, man, no one's going to be watching. But then all the UK people start waking up and they're like, hey, what up, man? You know what I'm saying? They're from the UK. So it's like daytime for them at that point. And they're like, oh, shit, what's up, bro? And like it constantly just keeps going. It keeps going. And I'm fortunate for that. A lot of people, they only got United States people. For some reason, I got global. I don't know how. I don't know why. It just happened, and it's insane. And I love it. I love it, guys. We're 7 likes away from 30. Let's hit that 30 like mark, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
So tell me, you said your YouTube channel subscriber count has gone. I think I listened back to our previous episode, which on my channel and People I Know show, it was episode 24, and that happened months ago. I think it might have been like March or April we did that. So scrolling back on the Jackknife Finnegan channel, you can watch it there. You might have to go back quite a ways, and on my channel probably easier to find because it's number 24, but I don't know that the video is on my channel. Probably not, because we weren't as advanced with the 2 cameras way back then.
Yeah, I like the dual camera. I like this. This is kind of cool because I can be like I can go back to Wayne's World. Camera 1, camera 2. I can't help it. I'm like that. I'm a nerd. That's funny.
But it's your constant awareness of your channel and posting things and interacting with your following that has gotten you from, I think, 3,000 at that time to somewhere over 10,000 now, and just keeps moving. And people all over the world, they love you. And I've known you for several years, and I've always liked being around you. And I love that you're putting yourself out there in ways that people from anywhere and everywhere see what I and the other people that we know collectively like about you. I don't know if you even realize it, but there's something about you. I think it's just the bluntness, the honesty, and it's not even like you take it seriously, and sometimes I think you can, but you say what is on your mind, no filter, and that's what someone like me hadn't done historically. I do more and more now. It's really something that can connect with people.
I mean, I just keep it honest. I love my people. I love them. When we did the podcast together back in the day, back a while ago, not that long ago actually, but when we did it, I had maybe 2,400 subscribers. Now we're doing it. We're at 11,800. Plan on this weekend hitting 12K. I know that seems like a stretch, but we could do that easy. That's a GTA 5 live stream. Boom, in the books. But you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be arrogant or an asshole, but we all know, everyone who watches this channel, that we can hit 12K by Monday. Easy. You know we can. But anyway, and I appreciate everyone that tunes in, everyone that likes me. I mean, I like that. I like that a lot. That you find something in me, because in reality, I'm like an acquired taste. I'm like this beer can. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna like this beer, but the people that do like this beer are gonna be like, God damn, I love this beer. I'm an acquired taste. Once you love the beer, well, then you're gonna like me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. I'm either you're gonna like me or you're gonna hate me. You're not gonna have no in between road. And I love the fact that you guys decide to like me. I love that. I love that a lot.
And that beer, I think, is one of the more affordable ones. So if you do acquire the taste, you might as well just stick with it.
It's very affordable. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Get a hold of Jackknife Finnegan right here. I will definitely drink your beer every stream, every time. I don't need Red Bull. I don't want Red Bull. We don't need Red Bull. Get a hold of me, Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'll be drinking you all day, every day on stream.
That's a Minnesota beer, right?
Wisconsin, you know, unfortunately, I want to say it's a Wisconsin beer, bro.
Because we're Minnesota guys.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well,
I know.
Was it ever a Minnesota beer and then bought out by them?
It might have been. Let's say it was. Because it's a Midwest beer. It's an American beer, baby. Let's go. But you know what's funny is the other day, last night on stream, I actually drank a beer with coffee in it, dark coffee from High Brew Coffee.
You might have liked it. That sounds awesome.
You know, I'm like, okay, this is going to be kind of cool. But it's one of those beers you got to chug. Because when you drink it, you get the taste of the beer at first. You're like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden you get the taste of the coffee. You're like, okay, cool. And then when you switch it around a little bit, together it's gross. It's like, it's gross. So you got to like slam it. So last night I had a beer and I'm over here just chugging it. I'm like, because I had, because the taste was killing me.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily a beer guy. I can drink the lighter stuff. Some of the other things I can do, but when I like breweries for the aesthetics and the ambiance and being in there. Like there's a lot of local microbrews in the Twin Cities area and Minneapolis area here. But most of the beers I just don't like.
I don't blame you. They're gross. Beer is gross.
Well, some people like it, so good for them.
I love beer.
But some people like the really
gross.
thick, heavy, hoppy stuff, and I haven't acquired it, and I don't want to try to acquire it because I think it'll be a disgusting path to do that, and I'd just rather drink what I like.
Yeah, beer is disgusting, but I love it. I don't know how bro, when I first drank a beer, I threw up, and I'm like, this is gross. I'll never drink it again. But lately, you know, as I'm older now, I appreciate beer. I like it. It's good.
You know, this thought just came to me. Maybe it's totally wrong, but let's go with it. I'd imagine the first time someone has a beer, almost anyone, it's gross. I remember having my first beer, not liking it, but it was kind of cool. I felt like I was older. Would it be the same with cigarettes? Because I've tried it a few times. But cigarettes are gross the first time, right?
Oh my God, I fucking hate cigarettes.
But that's the thing. You're doing it the first few times because you think it's cool.
I can't do it.
And then you somehow push through the grossness and you acquire it and it gets better. Not me or you, but obviously other people do. And
I don't care how cool that shit is. That's gross. It is gross. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't do drugs. I know you guys might be like, what? Jack doesn't do drugs. I don't do drugs, guys. I just don't.
Everyone's tuning out now because they just learned that.
But let me be honest with you guys. Save money, smoke weed. Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke cigarettes. They're expensive. They kill you. They're disgusting. They taste like They're gross. Do drugs. Do smoke weed. Smoke weed. Probably shouldn't be saying that on the podcast.
Look at your camera when you say that.
Yeah, just edit me out. Edit this part out. I'll take the blame for this one. But smoke weed. It's cheaper. Smoke. Yeah, Buffalo Daddy. Don't smoke anything. Yes. What Buffalo Daddy said. Don't smoke anything. Don't smoke anything. Let me put that on the podcast here. Don't smoke anything, guys. Drugs are bad. Don't smoke anything. Okay, there. I think I covered all aspects of every camera and of every stream.
The third time we do this, you're going to have to be wearing a Dare shirt, not a Wild jersey. All right.
But I came to get wild.
You are the first dude in my basement in a very long time. So there we go. Let's talk about some real shit. Jackknife.
Let's go.
The falling out of love with living, does that carry over into anything else? Like anything else you've experienced that? Like, every time I think of something I want to bring to my podcast, I shouldn't say every time, but a lot of times I fear people are dealing with something in a way that I wish they could feel better about, do better with. And people commonly are depressed, and I've gone through that a little bit. It sounds like you're dealing with it more recently and maybe more frequently. What else about that can you bring up that you think you sharing will help someone that hears it?
I'm trying to think of what the whole gist of that one was. So like, what if we were to summarize that? What would we?
So you recently holidays, you had that feeling. What else has given you that feeling that you snapped out of and realized, okay, this is okay. I've dealt with that. My life is better now because I'm looking at it in this new way, or something of the sort.
You know, the tough thing is about that is I honestly don't look at my life in any new way. I'm not one of those people that, you know, I'm like, all right, new year, new start. I mean, I am to a degree, but I'm not. I mean, you gotta take life every day as it comes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, like right now, when I get done with this podcast, I don't know what life's gonna be like. I don't know. I just float. I'm like one. Like the best way to describe my life and me is a leaf falling from a tree and the wind catching it, and wherever that fucking leaf goes, that's where I go. And that's how I run my life. And I know that's not a smart way of running life. I know that's not the positive way of running life because you don't know where it's going to go, but that's how I do it. I don't know from 1 minute to the next what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know shit. I just go with it because I don't know.
Does that make you feel good going with it? If you decided like you had to do it some other way, does that sound like it would make your life worse?
I think it would. I think if I sat there and I thought, if I literally planned out my life like this, I think it would suck. I really would because I already know what to expect. I'm going to go do this and I know what my results are going to be. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to do this. I know what's going to do that. I don't want my life like that. I want my life to be chaos, crazy. You don't know what's going to happen 1 minute to the next. I mean, I don't know, I mean, God forbid, let's say if I left from here, got in an accident, died. It happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to get dark on you guys. I'm just being real with you. Like I take life like that. Like I take life by the moment. I don't take life and plan it out like this. I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. And if I thought I was that kind of guy, I'd probably be in prison because life is ran like this in prison. And I'm not that guy. I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, that's always a possibility. Anytime we go out and do almost anything, there's some risk of danger. And I don't worry about those things. I know statistically that it happens, but it happens very infrequently. And it might happen to me. It might happen to some of my loved ones. But I can't worry about it. So just kind of roll with it and try to surround yourself with good things that you enjoy and bring the emotions that make you feel like, life is good, at least occasionally. But, if you worry about shit all the time, like this might happen, you're going to go nuts.
You'll go bananas. You cannot worry about anything. You just got to take life as it comes, man. Take it as it comes. I mean, I go off of what I know. Like take life as it comes, meaning like you got a guy in the chat. I don't know which stream he's watching. I don't know where he's at, but effortastic, right? This kid, he lives in Georgia. He's a mod on my channel. He's a phenomenal friend, good person, great person. If you ever get a chance to you probably will never, talk to him because he plays video games, but he's a good dude. He's a great dude, right?
Yeah.
So this guy, I had an idea to make a video. I was gonna make a video on this video challenges. Now this guy's got, I don't know, he's got like a couple hundred subscribers since he's met me, which is awesome. But anyway, he does this video, right? And now it's just, you gotta take life how it happens. He made a video and it's got over 27,000 views. That's insane. It's an awesome video. I love it. I love the video because when he does the video, he's like, I am done. Like he's excited. And then when you watch the video, he like loses his excitement. Like, I love it. It's the greatest video of all time. I love it. But I'll have to show it to you. But it's hilarious. But anyway, what I'm saying though is you don't know. You don't know. Like that should be the topic of this show. You don't know on anything. You don't know shit. And when you pretend you know shit, people see through that. You know what I mean? If I came on here and I'm like, and act like I knew shit, everyone would be like, Jack doesn't know shit. And then they wouldn't like me because you don't know shit. You don't know. You just don't know anything. And then you got Giggles as well. Giggles is making videos. I got to give a shout out to Giggles too, Giggles is good shit. I don't want Giggles to feel left out. But she makes cool videos too, so.
Yeah, I don't claim to know much. And what I do with my show usually is the guests that I have on, they have presented some concept, some idea to me that struck me in a way that I think other people might want to hear. This has impacted me enough to think this is something worth hearing. And then I have a conversation surrounding that. And you're one of these people that, like, you brought the YouTube thing to me initially and allowed me to just kind of inch into it. But also the shit from your life, the stories, the way that you approach it, I think is something special. So I got to find a way to dig deeper on you and just get more out of you, because I know you have told me, and I think indicated on our previous episode, that you want to bring more of your life out to your channel and do things in a way that are going to reach people in a way that you haven't done yet. So when you've thought about that, what is it that you're not doing yet that you think you can do?
You know, all honesty, and you know what's crazy is every time I do this podcast, I say a part of my life that none of these people know about, that I never bring out to anybody. And the fact that I'm going to talk about this right now, you guys are going to be like, what the fuck, Jack? Are you serious? Are you insane? But I'm going to share a part of my life with you guys because I think you're worth it. I trust you guys, and I value you guys, and I love you guys. And I feel like I could talk about this with you guys. But every time I come to this channel or I come to this podcast, I always leave a part of me here. And it's insane. Like the last time I told you about me and my wife almost, having a divorce. I never talk about that on my channel ever. And the fact that I came here and I brought it out and I got it out, it felt great. And, now this is going to take another turn. We're going to take another turn here on the left. But what I'm telling you guys is, like, I don't even know where I was going with that, in all honesty. Because, I'm like trying to over here tell you guys some shit that happened in my life. My life's been crazy, guys. I have the life of a serial killer. And I know what you're thinking. What the hell does that mean, Jack? Well, honestly, guys, let me be real with you. I'm going to be 100% with you guys. For everyone that's watching right now on my stream, everyone watching on People I Know stream, let me be 100% with you. When I say I have the life of a serial killer, check this out, guys. This is a true story. My dad was in prison, right? I grew up from 5 years old to 14 years old. My dad was in prison. And I was raised by my mom. My mom ran 2 jobs. I was home most of the time by myself. I raised myself. I was molested twice, which was fucked up. I understand that. I'm being 100% with you guys. And I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck? Like, Jack's actually telling us real life shit. But I'm being 100% with you guys. I was molested, one from my neighbor, which was from a woman. I was like, in 5th, 6th grade. She was like 35. I'm sorry when I apologize when I say this because any form of molestation is wrong, but I enjoyed it. But that's another subject. That's another subject. But now keep in mind, I had my uncle, right? My dad was in prison. I'm going to go visit my uncle. And he ended up doing some shit to me. And I went out and I told my mom immediately. I wasn't one to keep the shit hidden. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they will keep it hidden. They won't talk about this and that. I came out immediately and I cried. I told my mom, I go, Mom, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. And he died a long time ago. But if he would have did that shit when I was older, because I was only 7, 8 years old. If I would have been 10, 11, I would have fucking done some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. As he probably wouldn't be here. He's not here anyway. But he, that happened. So I got that happen to me. And then I grew up and I went through school. I had no friends in school. I had one friend. That's it. One friend. That's all I had. One friend in high school. In middle school, high school, I had one friend. I was a popular kid in middle school. I ended up scaring all those people away. They left me alone. I only had one friend through middle school and high school. That's it. Are we friends till this day? Unfortunately not. That's because of money issues, which is ridiculous. And if you are watching this, man, get a hold of me because money, are you fucking kidding me? Let's be honest. But anyway, that's another issue. So I had that happen to me. My dad's in prison. I got molested. I almost got taken away from my parents in 4th grade because of some shit I did, which I talked about that on live stream one time. I grew up. My dad came out of prison. My mom and dad are still together till this day, which is awesome. I love that. I'm fortunate for that.
Mine are too. But I think it's kind of rare, but it's pretty cool.
It's very cool. It's very cool. That's a feat by itself. And and that's why I'm staying. That's why me and my wife are together. Because we want to stay together. For the kids. And obviously, I love her now. I love her more than ever now. Things have changed since our last podcast, which I'm grateful for. Goddamn, because we were on the path of divorce, and the fact that we discussed and we talked and we got through everything, we're better than ever. In fact, we play family Fortnite at the house, which is insane. How many other people would love to play Fortnite with their wife or their husband? And the fact that my wife loves it and enjoys it is even better. Like, it's like, hell yes. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome. But now keep in mind, so I got through all that shit. I got molested, this and that. I got held up at gunpoint when I was 16 years old. I got a gun to my head, right? I got robbed at a store. And then I had to go see a psychiatrist for that, which I had to pay for, which I did a story on this on my video. I did a story like this as well. And I'm like, I did this on my one of my videos on my channel. I got robbed at gunpoint, and I overcame that. And then I went through a whole bunch of shit. And when you take historically serial killers, they have that kind of past. Their dad was in prison. They got molested. They got beat up in school. I got my ass kicked at school all the time, bro. All the fucking time. I had the first ever starter jacket. I had a Dallas Cowboys starter jacket, right? I had it brand new. My mom worked her ass off to buy it. She couldn't even afford it. We were on welfare, bro. We're on welfare. Welfare doesn't buy starter jackets. So she worked 2 jobs, got me a Dallas Cowboys starter jacket, right? This was back in the 90s when the Dallas Cowboys were legends. Nowadays, but back in the day, they were legends. And all of a sudden, this kid on the bus sees, hey, you got a new starter jacket? He beat the shit out of me, put me down on the ground where everybody walks, and it was winter. My jacket was caked in mud. It was caked in mud. Kids were stomping on my back. I had footprints all over my starter jacket from the kids beating the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I went home. I was crying my ass off. And I was like, I'm never going to let that happen again. Until this day, it's never happened again. It won't ever happen again. I promise you that. But I'm just saying, that's what happened to me. This is my life, guys. I'm exposing my life to you guys. Am I a perfect human being? Fuck no. Not even close. Am I, you know what I mean? I'm not even close. But I'm telling you guys, honestly, how I feel. I'm telling you about my life. And I hope you appreciate it. Because I'm sharing that with you guys. I'm sharing that with you guys. And I'm sharing that with you, you know?
And tell me this, if there's one thing that I think is a definite common trait in serial killers, I think those types of things maybe and probably do happen, but something that I think is rare, and I'm no expert, this is kind of a guess. Did someone love you, care for you? Did you feel like you were loved at times?
Well, yeah, my mom.
Your mom. So because your mom loved you, that might have been the saving grace from you doing really awful things, because you knew what it felt like to care about somebody or to be cared about.
I could see that. I could see that. I never really thought of that until now, but I could see that.
People that never feel any love from anybody, they don't know how to, and then it's easy to do awful things and not give a shit.
That's true. I never really thought of that till now, but because the more I think about it, is because back when I was in 10th grade, bro. Now, keep in mind, my middle school years was terrible. I never went to school half the time. I got Fs. Let me clear my throat. I got Fs all the time. I did bad, right? So one year, the teachers call my mom and they say, hey, we're going to have a staffing. And I'm like, what the hell is a staffing? Well, apparently what a staffing is where you get in a room, you're at a table, and all the teachers and the principals are around you. And they tell you how bad you are in front of your mom. They tell you that you're a piece of shit, you're a failure. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're not going to graduate. You're just a piece of shit, honestly. So I had one of those. And my mom is in there. And the Spanish teacher's like, yeah, Jackknife's going around calling people punta. And I'm like, I ain't calling people fucking punta. At the time I was, but I'm not going to say it. You know, I'm not going to tell my mom, hey, I'm going around calling people putos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I'm not. And then they all laid into me. They're like, Jackknife's a piece of shit. He's failing school. You know, he's this, he's that, blah, blah, blah. My mom starts crying. My mom starts crying, bro. And I fucking lose it. You know what I mean? I start crying. I'm freaking out. Because when my mom cried, I've never felt pain before in my life until my mother cried. I've jumped off of monkey bars, smashed my fucking tooth. Look at it. To this day, I got a fucking hole in my tooth. Right there. I don't know if you guys could see it, but that's when I jumped off the fucking playground and I thought I could fly and I went face first in the dirt. True story. And, I've done all that shit. I've never felt pain. I've been hit with chairs. I've been hit with shovels. I've been hit with nail guns. Never felt pain. Never cared about pain. Then my mom cries and the whole world fucking stops. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting crying. I'm freaking out. I'm going nuts. And after that meeting, I said, Mom, I will never, ever do that to you again. I promise you. And guess what, guys? After that goddamn meeting, I was on the B honor roll up until I graduated. Because I never, ever wanted to see my mom like that. Ever in my life. And that's honest to God's truth. I love my mother to death. She's not a great looking woman, but I love her. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you. You know, she's built like a Viking. And what my dad's seen in her, I don't know. But hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
So And that's it. If she didn't give a shit about you, that a whole nother pathway would have opened for you, or you'd have found it probably, because you wouldn't have known what it's like to love or be loved. It seems like when you're telling the story, because you quickly change your ways because of your mother.
Yep. Yeah, if I would have grew up and my mom was like, fuck you, kicked me to the side, this and that, it might be a whole new story for Jackknife. I'd probably be in prison right now. I'd probably be doing a lot of bad things. And let's be grateful that none of that happened, and give a big shout out to my mom, because without my mom, I probably wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
The Finnegan wouldn't be here.
The Finnegan would not be here.
Points out.
The whole thing is the fact that, God, you guys don't understand how amazing this is, you guys. Like, without you guys, man, none of this would be happening. None of this would be happening. You guys are so amazing. So amazing. And I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I mean this. I'm looking at both cameras because I mean this. I want you guys to feel this because I love you guys. And I do. And it's not the beer talking. It's not that. Because I only had one beer, for God's sakes. One beer ain't going to fucking get me rolling. But I'm just being 100% with you guys. I love you guys. And I have no problem saying that. I don't give a shit if you're a man. I don't give a shit if you're a woman. I don't give a shit if you're an animal. I don't give a shit. I love you guys, and I mean that. So I'm just saying, this is my life, guys. I'm exposing my life to you guys.
And what does it feel like to have talked about that?
You know, back in the day, it would have felt like I would have been scared. I'd have been nervous. I'd have been like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. But I've told my story so many times at work. At both places I've worked in my career. I've told many people this story about my molestation and this and that. That to the point where it's like therapeutic, and it's nice and it's good, and it's a good thing to bring out to people, because a lot of people can relate. A lot of people might have been molested and they're afraid to say something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to tell them it's okay. You're not doing nothing wrong. You know what I mean? You are. You're not doing nothing wrong, guys. You're not doing nothing wrong. The people that did that to you are doing something wrong. That's a problem. They're doing something wrong, and they need to be reported, and it's disgusting. But I'm being 100% with you guys. I'm letting you know my life, because I trust you guys, and I love you guys. And I figure if we're a family, I gotta tell you guys exactly the real shit, because we're a family, guys. We're a family, and that's what it is here. And everyone that comes to my streams can tell you it's a family. You know what I mean? You got Packlin coming in. Packlin comes in. It's like, hey, what's up, Packlin? What's up? It's a family. Effort comes in, hey, it's a family. And and like you got people like Rodriguez, Officer Rodriguez. He's coming to Minnesota here in a month. I'm gonna be hanging out with him. He's a good dude.
That's cool.
Maybe you might want to get him on the podcast.
Have you met him in person before?
No, I can't. He lives in California.
Okay.
And if he comes here, I think you should definitely get him on the podcast, because there's a life to that man that you need to get on camera, because he's amazing. He's an amazing dude, and I would love to be here for that. I would love to have him on the podcast if we could.
The basement is open.
Officer Rodriguez is an awesome dude, bro. If we got him on the podcast, that would be so badass, bro. That would be so badass. I would think that'd be so cool. And then because he has a YouTube channel too. So when he sets up, it'll be 3 cameras. It'll be his over here. We'll have one over here, one over here, and we'll all be like this. Hey, guys. It'd be so funny. But yeah, I think it'd be worth it. It'd be really awesome.
So
I'd vouch for him.
With what you're saying about your childhood, and here's something that I've learned recently. I wasn't molested, so I don't know what it's like to have that experience and then try to move forward with it. But learning from some people that have, and some people that try to help others out of that, is it was a one-time event, or maybe it's multiple occasions, but each event is one event. And I think what happens sometimes is people allow that event to happen to them every day. It's not actually happening every day, but in their mind, it happens every day. It continues and it's carried forward. And I'm not saying it's easy to eliminate that, but recognizing that the more you allow it to live with you and be something more than something that happened to you, then it sticks with you and affects your life today more than it would need to.
And when I know it sounds very cliche, but it's honest to God's truth. You are your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because when that does happen to you and you manifest it and you keep it in, don't talk about it, it physically beats the shit out of you. Mentally beats the shit out of you. And that's why when you get tragic things that happen in your life, this is why I started a YouTube channel in reality, is because I wanted to vent. I wanted to tell you people about my life. I thought I lived an interesting life enough that I could bring it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did, and that's what I continue to do. You know, it does. You're your own worst enemy. You are holding yourself back. And when you realize that and you figure out a way to get past that and to say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be, now I'm going to use this language, probably not appropriate, probably not PC, but this is me, this is who I am. But if you're going to be one of those people where you're going to be a slave to what happens to you, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to be you just don't talk about it, you just cast it aside, and you're going to be, this and that, well, you're only kicking your own ass. Why would you want to kick your own ass? That's stupid. You don't want to kick your ass, you want to kick other people's ass. And I'm not trying to tell you to go beat people's asses. I'm just saying, don't beat yourself up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow's a new day. You're going to wake up. You're going to get on it. You're going to do it. But, I'm just being real. I kind of went off on a tangent. It probably doesn't make sense. But,
here's me trying to make sense of it is and on the wall there I have my vision board that I made.
I've been looking at that. I've been looking at that.
And at the bottom it says the skill I will develop is confidence. So if you're kicking your own ass and falling deeper back into your reality, I think that equates the opposite of confidence. But by bringing it to the table and talking about whatever shit you're dealing with and knowing that it's just something that you've dealt with, that you've handled it or you haven't, but it's a part of your existence, and everyone lives something that has many things probably that it seems like it has made your life worse or could make your life worse. And if you bury that deep inside you and have it weigh you down, then that's the life you have, is a weighed down life by the shitty things that you've experienced. But if you release them and realize, okay, wait, this happened to me and this happened to all these other people. So yes, it's a big deal, but it's also not that big of a deal because it happens to a lot of people, and we find ways to not let that be the worst thing in our existence, and not focus on the worst things in our existence, but find things that'll be the best things in our existence and focus on those things. And whatever it takes, whatever you got to do with your mind to find a way to be more positive and love what you're doing, enjoy more moments in life, you need to. And I gotta believe when you weigh yourself down with the things that have been the worst things that happen in your life, there is no space for positivity and enjoyment. And I'm a fairly mellow guy. I kind of consider myself to be a happy person, but not really. I'm pretty straightforward, not a lot of emotions, but finding simple things that bring me pleasure, bring me joy, is what make me think that I might be a happy guy, or make other people think that I am, because I've opened my life in a way that I look for and try to create the things that bring me joy. And I tend to eliminate anything that makes me feel like shit, because I don't want it. I've had it. And my extreme, I don't think maybe is as extreme as others. It's maybe fairly tame, but still, whatever is my worst shit that's happened to me, I'm done with it. It's over, and it's focused on good things, because I don't want those feelings that are associated with it. It's got to go away somehow, and I search for ways to get rid of it, and I think I have done it pretty well, and I want to help other people that haven't accomplish that, to not let the negative shit in their life weigh them down so that they can't enjoy their life.
Yeah, never let the negativity take over. You never let the darkness take over the sun. You know what I'm saying? You never do. And I appreciate, I appreciate this. I'm reading this, and I like this. This is cool. It's always good to have that. I've been looking at that the whole time I've been sitting here. As I've been checking that out and reading it, it's pretty cool. I enjoy that.
Well, let's read it. Let's not hide it.
Well,
you read it out and tell me what you think about it.
Okay. So what I'm looking at, you guys, is I'm looking at a sign right here. It's a little paper sign. It says my values. It says I am. It says honest, committed, caring, which are by far the best traits you ever want. And then it says my vision is end the suffering related to race, religion, sexual orientation, which is awesome. And then it says my purpose is to learn, educate, and make lives better. And then, like he said, the skill I will develop is confidence in the end of it all. And I think that's very honest to God. Those are very good core values. I think you guys should all hold those near and dear, because honesty is the best policy, no matter what the situation is. I know what you guys think. Honesty is is sometimes the best policy, but not really. But when you break it down, honesty is always the best policy, no matter what. Committed, always stay committed to what you do. Stand behind what you do. and appreciate everything that you do, because everything you do is not worthless. It doesn't fall on deaf ears, and it's not bullshit. And stay committed to what you're doing. It'll eventually happen. And always be caring. Love thy neighbor is the best thing to always say. Love thy neighbor.
With caring, something, the reason why I'm caring, I think, is kind of selfish in a way that when I care about someone and I see that me caring about them helps their life improve in some way, that makes me feel good. And that's why I like to be caring. If I couldn't find joy in caring about other people, then I probably wouldn't be caring, I suppose. Yeah. But I do get joy by caring about somebody else and seeing their life improve for that moment in time, or like a real way into the future that's like, holy shit, I'm doing something that helps somebody else. That feels amazing. So that's why that's on that list.
You know, and that's why I do YouTube too, is because I care about my people. I mean, I do a lot of shit for them. You know, I do giveaways. I do this. I do that. I do everything I can for these people. I'll live stream at random times. If they're one kid messaged me on Instagram, right? And this was I almost broke down in tears and made a video about it because it was that powerful. One person on Instagram messaged me and said, "Hey Jack, I just want to let you know something." I'm like, "Who's this?" And I didn't want to sound rude, but I'm like, "Who's this?" "Well, this is so and so's mom." I'm not gonna say the names or nothing because I don't want to. I'm not here to cause any type of ruckus. But this
57 with Jim Belitis, and I think this is something that if you haven't done that yet for yourself, is to create a vision in your own life to try to work through that. Because if you don't have one, it's okay. I didn't have one either until a certain time ago. But by having a purpose and a vision and finding a way to develop that, then you can point your life in a direction and make sure that everything or most everything that you're doing. Welcome back on the Jackknife Finnegan channel, and we got a different camera angle this time so we can see a little bit differently.
But I'll go back into my story, but continue where you're going.
With my vision being in the suffering related to race, religion, and sexual orientation, I grew up small town Minnesota. Pretty much all that was around me, or I thought was around me, was straight Catholic Christian white people, and that probably wasn't the case. I'm sure there was people that weren't straight. And the more that I get to know people, the more I realize that was existing. But it was mainly white people and Christian. And as I get out into the world, I meet people that aren't white, aren't Christian, or are nothing or something else, and people that are gay or trans or whatever. And that's not who I am, but getting to know people that are different, I find that they are people. I like them. I love them, not based on any of these other qualities except how they treat other people. And I fear that so many people on this planet, because of their race, it's not like the majority where they live or just like on the planet and the way things affect different people in different places. The religion is marginalized where they live, or their sexual orientation, that's kind of marginalized everywhere to a degree, and hopefully less and less here and less around the world. I want that to go away. So I want to be a proponent of showing that everybody is deserving of everything positive in the world if they are a good person, treat people well, and should not be judged on any of those other qualities the way that I think throughout history people have been. And that's got to end at some point. Hopefully it does. Who knows if it ever will. No. But my position in this world is to find a way, every little thing that I do, to promote that's got to change. So if somehow you are racist or homophobic or very anti whatever religion, that's where you're at right now. And you're allowed to be who you are in this moment. That doesn't mean that's the best thing for you. It doesn't mean that that's how you're always going to be, but recognize that this is something that I disagree with. And I have great people in my life that I've met in all these different ways that make me think this has got to end at some point. And for those people that are negative against somebody else because they're different, allow yourself to open your mind just a bit more to get to know people as they are as a person and not worry about those other things. And you will find the more you allow yourself to meet people that are different, you're going to like them based on all the qualities that you liked other people in your life for, and not the other qualities that from a distance stand out more, are more obvious, but those don't fucking matter.
I love everybody. And I know that that's a very blunt thing here. I'm going to get back to my topic, guys. Don't worry. But on this topic, I love everybody. I don't know if I've ever told you, I might have told you, but on my channel, I don't have a lot of white people that watch my channel. I just don't. I got a lot of African American people and a lot of Hispanic and Latino people, and that's awesome. That is the best. That is amazing. I got a couple Asian people, but I got a lot of Black, African American, and I got Hispanic and Latino, and that is huge. That's awesome. I love that. And you know what, guys? Let me tell you about my life. Let me tell you about my life. And I love everybody. My wife's side, it's all Hispanic. My wife's Mexican. We got Hispanic people. There's a lot of African American people on my wife's side of the fence. Totally cool. I have a stepdaughter, which is currently seeing a boy that is a woman, so transgender, and I accept. You know what? I'm gonna be 100% with you guys, and you know, I probably shouldn't overstep my boundaries talking about this, but I'm gonna be real with you. So my stepdaughter is seeing somebody that's a transgender, which is a woman trying to be transgender into a man, and I'm gonna be 100% with you. That man or that woman, that I'm gonna call this person that man because I'm gonna respect that person. But that man is more manly than some men I've ever met in my life. When I was in California, we brought everyone with us, and me and him rode the streets a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that was awesome. That was awesome. So I respect everybody. I don't care if you're a transgender. I don't care if you're, you know, if you're gay, you're lesbian, you're straight. I don't care if what race you are. I don't give a goddamn. I don't care if you got mental problems. I don't give a shit. We're all family. You know what I'm saying? We're all one, and that's how we are. And that's just real. If you go any other way of living, I feel sorry for you. I apologize for you. Hopefully one day you'll understand and you'll figure it out, but it's not worth living life like that. Especially with all the people that you're missing out on getting to meet. You know what I'm saying? If you close your mind to one set of people, you're kind of doing yourself no justice. You're kind of screwing yourself over because you're missing out on everything that's beautiful in life. You're missing out on so much shit. And now let me go back to my subject at hand before my stream crashed on me. But and I know we lost a couple of people. Hopefully they come back. But I talked to this one parent. She messaged me on Instagram and she goes, "Hey Jack, I want to talk to you." And I go, "Okay, that's what's up. And who is this?" "I'm so-and-so's mom. I've been watching your streams." I'm like, "Oh God, I'm gonna get yelled at because I swear in my streams and her kid might not be allowed to listen to this. Oh geez, what's gonna happen?" And all of a sudden she goes, "Hey, I want to let you know, I appreciate you making my son a mod on your channel. And I'm not going to say no names because I'm not that kind of guy. But I appreciate you making my son a mod on the channel because he goes to school every day. He's got mild, retardation problems or a mental disorder. He gets picked on by kids all the time. And he gets picked on all the time, this and that. And at the end of the day, he likes coming to your channel because he feels like he belongs." And I told her, I go, "Well, yeah, I don't give a shit if your kid has mental problems. I love and I embrace him no matter what. And the fact that he rocks with us, I appreciate that." And you know what? The mom's like, "You know what? I really appreciate you too, blah, blah, blah." And that's awesome. I love that. I love the fact that she felt comfortable with me to tell me that her kid has mental problems. I love the fact that she came to me and said, "Hey, thank you for making my son's day awesome." And I said, "Fuck yeah, man. That's what it's about." It's not about single, I don't know the goddamn word. Singling out? Singling out.
There you go. Guessing here.
There we go. 2 minds. Hey, we need 2 minds on this one. But singling out people is not what I'm here to do. I embrace and I love everybody, and everyone is allowed and everyone is appreciated and everyone is respected on my stream, and that's how it works. Because I'm not here to say, oh, you're fat? No, you can't hang out with me. Bullshit. Fat. I'm going to be 100% with you. Fat people are the funniest people I've ever met in my life because their sense of humor is amazing, and they're the strongest people I've ever met in my life because they deal with a lot of people giving them shit. And they're strong and they're funny and they're awesome. And goddamn it, I'm a little fat. Goddamn it, I'm fat. I'll be 100%. I'm what, 5'10", 220 pounds? I'm no goddamn Slim Surfer. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love big people. I love skinny people. I love people. I love people, bro. I love people. And I just think that you guys should definitely embrace people and love people for who they are, because in reality, dude, you might be missing out on the best goddamn friend in the world. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, you know, you look at someone and you're like, I can't associate with that guy. He's got burn marks or something. Or like, let's say okay, let's say King Wicked, right? King Wicked, friend of mine. Great friend of mine. Great friend of mine. I love that guy. Now this guy, he's got a disability. He's got one leg, but his leg doesn't work. He has half his body. Who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that dude. I love that dude. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him, and I love that guy. I talk to that dude all the time. And I seen someone in there that said they have crooked teeth. Bro, look at this fucking smile. That's a smile of a fucking meth head, it looks like. You want to talk of crooked teeth? Look at this shit.
And you found someone to marry
That's
you
crooked.
and love you.
Dude, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it happened.
Because it doesn't matter. These physical qualities don't matter to a lot of people. And I think to some people, some of them do, and that's okay. We all are who we are in the moment because of everything that led up to that moment. And if there's something about your appearance or the way you are that you wish would be different, then you can work towards changing that and find people that that can and will help you do what you need to change whatever you want to change. If you don't want to change it, great. Then be who you are and be happy about it. But what I don't want is people to have whatever quality that might make them feel less. And I think we all have some of those qualities, whether it's how we think we're perceived or how we perceive ourselves, that make us slightly unhappy or extremely unhappy at times. I think that's a very human thing, especially this day and age. We all deal with that to a degree. I think most people, maybe not everybody, but okay, if there's something you don't like about yourself, be okay with not liking about yourself and then try to change it. And if you don't need to change it and people give you crap about it, then don't give a fuck about what they say, because what they say doesn't matter. But whatever it is, let's work together to find whatever it is that will make you feel better about yourself. Or if you already feel good about yourself, great. Then you've got this fucking life worked out. You've won by just feeling great and living and doing what you want.
And you know what's funny is back when I was in school, and I don't know if I shared this story, but when I was in school, I was in 8th grade. I was in science class. And this girl looked at me and she goes, I just want to let you know you're never going to have a girlfriend. And the girl that you're seeing right now is the best thing you're ever going to do. And you're just pretty much, I'm a piece of shit, right? I'm not going to have no girl. I'm going to be garbage. I'm going to be this and that. I carried that for a year. I didn't ask another girl out. And the girl I was seeing, I kind of looked down on her because I knew that this girl and everyone else thought this girl was not that good looking. So therefore, I kind of ruined that relationship because I believed what this girl said, and I let it dominate my mind. I let myself beat myself over it. I looked at her, and I'm like, you're not the best. You know, I kind of felt like an asshole. And you know what? I don't know if you guys have seen my wife nowadays, but my wife is smoking. My wife's older. She's smoking. She's a fucking eye doctor. So that girl, if she's watching my stream right now, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Fuck off. I'm being real with you. Because you're a piece of shit, and you're probably failing at life, and congratulations. That felt good to get that off my chest. I had to be a little trolly there, you know what I'm saying? Because that lady ruined my life for a year. She made me think I was a piece of garbage. I couldn't do no better. Now look at me. I'm fucking dominating.
And perhaps she was or still is not liking herself. And maybe there's people that are like love themselves and are really happy with their life deep down that take it out on other people, but I think often it's people that struggle with whatever they're dealing with, and they feel better by making someone else come down a level or come down a notch. So she maybe did or does still need some help, and everyone needs help in some ways.
Don't make me feel bad about what I said.
Okay, fine, fuck her.
Don't make me feel like I have to take that back. That felt good.
You don't.
That was pent up rage.
You're allowed to let it out. But now that we've let it out, if she is listening and she needs help, then let's fucking help her. We all need a little guidance sometimes.
That felt good, goddammit. I felt great getting that out. I felt like I held that in for so long. But no, like seriously though, like I love it. Back to the topic at hand, appreciate one another, love one another, and it comes back full circle, everyone. It comes back full circle. It really does. It doesn't matter what race, what religion, doesn't matter what sex, what creed, doesn't matter if you're skinny, fat, doesn't matter. Just know that I love each and every one of you guys. You guys are amazing. And keep doing what you do.
Here's a topic for you, Jackknife, that I came upon. been thinking about this lately, and then I listened back to our previous episode to see exactly what we talked about, and we kind of alluded to it, but not really. I'm recognizing that in myself at this point in my life, I'm 36 years old, that I'm as curious now as I've ever been. Like I see things, I hear about things, and I want to know more. I want to like learn shit. And when I was a kid, if I had that, it was all focused on like sports and stats and whatever, and that was cool. That's what I did back then. And video games, that's what I did back then. I do less of all that now, and I'm curious about more stuff in general. But I wonder, and I think you are like this as well, that you're curious about a lot of stuff. But I'm curious. Are other people on average less curious than me, or way less curious than me? Because when I interact with people, sometimes I wonder if like someone's not asking me questions, not wanting to know about my life. Maybe I'm just super boring to them, or maybe they're self-absorbed, or maybe they just haven't acquired the skill or the taste for curiosity. Like when I meet someone new, we talked about this in the previous one. If I see someone doing whatever, I'm curious what leads them to doing whatever they're doing, and I can ask questions. And maybe that's why I have a podcast. I like to ask questions and try to understand people and what gets them there. I wonder, are some people less curious? But for you, do you find yourself to be a curious person, and what drives that curiosity or those curiosities?
I'm a very curious person, all times, and I can tell you exactly where that comes from on your end. Now you can take this and run this in your life and think about this prior up until, and it's all going to make sense to you, and you're like, holy shit, a light's going to go off in your head. But when I met you, you didn't travel a lot. You didn't really travel a lot. You're just, doing your thing, whatever. I was traveling, but your curiosity is stemmed from your traveling. That is honest to God's truth. If you never traveled a day in your life, you're probably not going to be curious because you're not questioning anything. Like we've been to other parts of the world. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to Ecuador. I've been in the slums of Ecuador, and I question shit. You know what I'm saying? And I come back to the United States and I think about it. And because we go around, we see all these things and we see their way of living. And then we start questioning our way of living. And then we start thinking about things. And it keeps our mind keeps moving. It keeps moving because we've been to places. We've seen how people live. We know how people get down. And the fact that you see that, it engages and it gets your mind to go. But now if you were in Minnesota the whole time, never left, well, then you don't have a reason to be curious, unfortunately. Everything's the same.
Everything stays the same.
This is your life. This is how it goes.
Everyone
blah, blah,
agrees
blah.
with you, basically. The people in your bubble, your circle, will think the same thing. So there's no exchange of ideas and information. So, yeah, I think like the poorest place that I've ever been was probably, I went on a cruise that took me to like the edge of Haiti. And it was a private part of the country, the island that cruise ships go to. But they did allow the local Haitians, some people, to come and try to sell their goods, whatever they're making. And I bought a few things. It was overwhelming, the amount of people. Like, how do I help all these people? I can't. I'm going to buy a few things from a few people, but I could see like the desperation and how much this is their opportunity for who knows how many days or weeks to make a little bit of money so they can do something. And it's like I come back here and see different. I see poor people differently here, and the fact that I thought I used to be kind of poor because my family didn't have a lot, but boy, I was so well off compared to other people. That one example makes me think of just relating myself in my little space in the world, seeing that other space somewhere else in the world, and thinking, holy shit, how good do we have it here? Even if your life doesn't come with a lot of positives, I think, pretty much all of us, probably the ones that are in this country, fortunate to be born in a country like this. And there's other countries that are great too, countries that I think in a lot of ways probably are better the way they're handling some things at this moment in time. But there are people born to places that they don't get much of any opportunity. And then when those people try to come here or try to go somewhere else, and some people are like pushing them back like they shouldn't come there, fuck that. We're all trying to at some point fight for our best chance of survival and happiness, and people that have the motivation to get somewhere and do what it takes, I suppose there needs to be some boundaries and some system, but eventually I want everybody that wants to come wherever to come in. Like, why should I get this opportunity because my ancestors 5 generations ago got on some ship and came here? Yeah, I'm benefiting from that, but that's not where my people are from. They're from some other place. So why should I have that and keep other people out? Like that shit pisses me off. But if you don't travel, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see the islands off of, where was I? Belize and I'm not thinking of it right now, but somewhere else in Central America, Honduras. Like, holy shit, the way that these people live. Like, I don't know what to do to help them in this moment, but I know they exist. No. And I know with anyone from this place or someplace like that wants to get a better life, I vote yes on whatever it takes to get them a better life. And just being a proponent of that and passing that on is going to help in the suffering of the race part of the equation. Some people are born to places that haven't given them the opportunities. Maybe the people that were running those countries really sucked at it and are trying to take everything for themselves. Probably a lot of that. The individuals living on this planet that don't have as much as we have right now, anything that we're doing to deny that, that's bullshit, in my opinion.
Well, and then now going off of what you said now and how you just described all those things, I relate to those things because I've seen those things. Now, therefore, we can engage in a conversation. Now, taking what you said to me, and when the people you surround yourself with outside of this, and you talk to them about those situations that have never traveled, all they know, bro, is the hood in the little city that we live in, and the hood in the city that we live in isn't that bad. So when you're over there talking poverty, this and that, they're gonna tune you out because they just don't know. They can't compute it. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what the hell you're talking about because they've never been there. They don't know those things. They don't know. To them, that doesn't exist. It's movies. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, you know, you gotta think like that. You know, when you're talking to these people, it's not necessarily that you're dull. It's not necessarily that, you know, you're not interesting. It's just, it might be way over their fucking head, bro.
It is, and
you know what I'm saying?
It's no fault of anyone like I said before, and I'll keep saying, there's no fault of anyone's where they're at this moment, but to just let people stay where they're at and not try to consider some ways to help ease the walls and the boundaries of their mind to let it open a little bit. And that's what I'm trying to accomplish because it's done so much for me to get out and see the world and meet new people. That I just want that. I want that for everybody else, and maybe it's stupid. Maybe I shouldn't worry about that. But fuck it, here I am. This is what I'm all about. I want people to see some of the stuff that I've seen that have made me look at the world in a way that I think has directly or indirectly made my life better. And me wanting to put it back out is what I'm doing.
I mean, like I don't know if anyone has seen the video that I dropped. I dropped a video and I went to Ecuador. Me and my wife and my family, we actually got with a tribe that lived in Ecuador and lived like them for a little bit. Painted our face, got in a canoe, and we hung out with the tribe. We hung out with a tribe in Ecuador, and I actually have a video of that on my channel. It was actually a good time. It was really fun. But I mean, when you put yourself in those shoes, in those instances, in that lifestyle, you see a lot of shit. You learn a lot of shit, and that's what's awesome, and that's what makes you appreciate a lot of shit. Is when you put yourself in those type of shoes. Like end of April into May, I'm gonna be taking some time off of live streaming on video games and what have you. And my wife wants to go to Bali, Indonesia.
Nice.
That's where we're going.
You're booked? You're going?
That's where we're going, bro. So picture Jackknife Finnegan coming to Bali. I'll be in Bali. So if you guys are in Bali, come say hi to Jackknife Finnegan. If you're in Indonesia or Bali, I'll definitely be seeing you guys. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. Me and the family are going to be going there, and we're going to be streaming from there, and it's going to be a good time. So I'm excited. I'm super pumped. But, yeah, we'll be in Bali.
I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend. I'm going to be in Greece second half of February, a little drop in Amsterdam, and then in Sweden near Stockholm, maybe a little bit in Denmark. So if anyone happens to find this from one of those places, reach out to me. I'd love to meet whomever.
Hell yeah, guys. We're world travelers, guys. We're world travelers, and we're not trying to. We're not trying to flex. We're not trying to be like, oh, we're fucking awesome. We're just fortunate. You know what I'm saying? And we recognize that. And the fact that you don't recognize that would make us assholes. But we recognize that we are fortunate and we can make this happen. So yeah, man. If you guys are in those regions, check out my man Kurt. You know what I'm saying? And if you are in Indonesia or Bali, come check me out. You know what I mean? You know, I ran into one fan. This is the coolest shit ever, and I should have recorded it, but I didn't because I was really drunk and they were really drunk, and it was a fun time. I was in Vegas not that long ago. You guys know I was in Vegas. I streamed from Vegas. I did videos from Vegas, and I hung out from Vegas. But I met a dude, and I'm walking the strip, and this guy see me recording, and he's like, "Wait a minute, are you Jack? You're not Jackknife." No. And I looked at him and I go, "What?" And my wife was like embarrassed. She's like, "Oh my God, people are recognizing you. Holy shit." And I'm like, "Oh," I go, "Yeah, that's me, bro. What's up?" And we took some pictures. We hung out. I gave him a beer. Hopefully he was of age. He seemed of age. I don't know. But it was a good time. It was a good time. But it was awesome, man. It was great. And I love that. If you ever see me out in public, come say what's up to me. I don't give a shit if I'm eating with my family. I don't give a shit. Come say, come sit down, get a chair, pull up, say, "Hey, What up, Karen Finnegan? What up, Jackknife? Come chill with us, bro. Because that's what it's about. It's about family. We're all family. Come hang out with us, goddammit. I'm not going to scream at you and be like running away from you. I'll be like, what's up, bro? And I'll give you a hug and we'll bullshit, you know. Come into April, into May, I'll be in LAX. I'll be in California. Getting ready to, I'll hang out in California for a couple days. And then I'm going to get on the big plane to go to Bali. So that's where I'll be. So yeah.
The traveling, I'm going to keep doing it. And we talked about this in the previous episode. We talked about our side hustles on the previous episode.
Oh, yeah.
And when this live is done, I'll link these things back so everyone that finds this later can find those other ones if they want to check it out.
I would love to go to Michigan. I'm trying to get my wife to go to Michigan.
So let's see. We've been doing this, hour 20 minutes now. We never discussed this as we have a on live production meeting. I don't know how long you want to go with this and what else you have in mind. I have a couple more things we can talk about if you want to.
Don't matter to me. Yeah. Keep going.
So I'm going to pull up a couple questions here.
I got relatives in Colorado. I'll be going to Colorado soon. I've been to Kentucky. I love Kentucky. I've never been to Texas. I want to go to Texas. While he's trying to find a topic of discussion, guys, I'll read the chat a little bit. I do want to see and I want to meet all you guys. I really do. And if I'm out in your area, tell me. I'll definitely try to make it happen. You came in Texas. I would love to come to Texas. Never been to Texas. Hit me up if I'm in Colorado. I will definitely do that, bro. What up, Dead Insight? How you doing, man? I see you in there. Shout out to Dead Insight. He's from the UK, guys. How you doing, bro? Appreciate you coming in, man. It's nice to see you in here. I appreciate you being here, bro. I really do. It's nice to have you here, bro.
Here's a question. Listening from another podcast, I'm kind of taking something I liked off of that. And here, a question that I think really resonated well with me. Jackknife, what do you think makes a person most attractive? And when you figure out what that is, how attractive are you on that scale? What do you say?
Hands down, the mind. The most attractive thing a woman, to me, would have for me would be the mind, the personality. I don't really give two shits about the looks. The looks are a bonus. They're a benefit. That's great. But the mind. Honestly, if a woman has a strong mind and an awesome personality, she's the hottest motherfucker in the room. And I'm being real. Like, if she's smart, she's witty, she's funny, she's hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit what your exterior looks like. Honestly, I really don't. Because reality, your exterior fades over time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get old. You know, your shit's going to start going down south. It's not going to look good for you. But if your mind is sharp, you're funny, you're amazing, your personality is amazing, that's not going to go anywhere. Therefore, I appreciate and I value that. That, you know, in reality, a face too. Like a woman's face to me, if their face is on point, it's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Their face is good and their personality and their mind. That's what I look for. I don't look at nothing else. I don't really care about nothing else but the mind, the personality, and the face.
And you took this question, the question said person, and you took it as woman, I think maybe in a sort of potential romantic way.
Well, I was doing it for myself.
Yeah, for yourself. But let's back off from that, just anybody. So if you're meeting a dude, you're a straight dude, meet another straight dude, what about that straight dude is going to like attract you to want to converse with this person?
Personality of mind. Personality of mind. I don't give a shit what anyone looks like, bro. I don't give a shit. Well, you can have an arm hanging out your back. You can have a nutsack hanging from your chin. I don't give a damn. Cool. I don't give a damn. You can look like whatever you look like, but if your mind and personality is intact, I'm fucking with you. Because if I know you're on a level of my intelligence, which isn't much, but
so if you drop down to the level of my intelligence to correspond with me.
But if you got a mind and you're smart, a little bit smart, doesn't matter how smart you are, but a little bit of smartness, and you got a mind and you're intelligent and you're knowledgeable to some form of degree, you're my kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? You're my kind of guy. But I'm being real with you.
And I think for me, it's when I interact with people where it just immediately the way they bring their energy, it makes me suddenly have fun and like have joy in these moments where the average typical person is just, you know, whatever, interacting with them or not. But when someone comes across and suddenly my life is improved for those moments because of the way they interact with other people, that brings that out of me. Like I have that in me. So often it's dormant because either I'm not pushing hard enough to get it out or the people around me they're not doing the things that bring it out of me. But when I find someone that makes me just enjoy that moment because they have some energy, something unique about their personality that I find intriguing, that I want to interact with, it just feels so good to have that interaction. And that's what I find most attractive. Someone has that, and there's some people at my workplace that do this especially, and it's just, I like being at work when those people are in my space, because this makes my time go faster and me enjoy it. And I can see why people with their jobs or with their life, they don't have anybody that brings a different level out of them based on whatever it is with their personality. Life probably isn't quite as good because you don't recognize that exists. And I just hope for everybody that if you see anything, if you can resonate with that, if you don't have those people around you often enough, then I guess find them. Keep searching. Go, go, go.
I honestly like people that are weird and different. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love people that bring a strange aura or a weirdness to them. I like that a lot too. Like if I meet some dude and I'm like, you know, my favorite movies are Casino, Goodfellas, My Cousin Vinny, mafia type shit. That's my type of stuff. That's the background I come from. We ain't talking about that kind of crazy shit, but I come from a weird background. But anyway, that's the stuff that resonates to me. I enjoy that. Okay, so let's say I tell you those are my favorite movies. I enjoy that type of thing. And I meet someone that goes, I like anime, My Little Pony, and Chex Mix. That's fucking weird. I love you. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like weird shit, you're my kind of guy. And, you know, that's just how I get down. You know, like, I love people that are different than me. I love that. My wife is completely different from me. My wife hates everything I love, which is awesome. But my wife, you know, she hates everything I love, and I like everything she likes because I tolerate it. But, you know, that's how it goes.
So tell me about your relationship. I think you've talked about it a little bit. What do you fight about the most, if you're willing to share, in your romantic relationship with your wife?
I don't really fight with her much. I'm blessed. I don't really fight with her much, but if we do fight, it's over YouTube. She's like, you're always on your goddamn YouTube. You're always on your YouTube. You're always on YouTube. But I think this year, I think she's understanding how much YouTube means to me. I think she understands how much I love YouTube. And I think she's actually realizing, guys, that Jackknife is good at YouTube. I think she's realizing that Jackknife is good at YouTube. And now she's kind of like letting me do what I want to do. But beforehand, we fought all the time. I was on YouTube all the time. You're always on YouTube. You're always on YouTube. You're not putting the family first. You're always on YouTube. You're always on YouTube. And it made sense. I get it. But if it means a lot to you, like it means a lot to me. What up, Blue? I see you in there. Shout out the blue hat in there. I see you in there, bro. But it means a lot to me. And this family means a lot to me. So I put my all into it. And I think my wife's starting to realize that I'm good at it and I'm successful. And she wants me to keep doing it. Because, guys, I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I've never talked about this. Ever talked about this. I kept this a secret. Only 3 people know about this that are on my stream right now. Because I never talked about it because I was battling depression about it. I was depressed. I was stressed. I got a copyright strike, guys, a couple months back. A copyright strike I got from Estonia. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Estonia. I've never been to Estonia. I don't even know where the hell Estonia is. But I got a copyright strike from them. And they said I could not live stream until January 30th. This happened in October. I'm like, that's going to kill my channel. I can't live stream. I'm screwed. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm done. It was a good run, boys. I'm done. My wife actually got on Twitter, messaged the guy who owns the company in Estonia, said, hey, look. Now, keep in mind, my wife does not like anything about YouTube, doesn't like me doing it, this and that. But she messaged this guy on YouTube, the head honcho of Estonia. And the guy messaged me back the next day, said, I'm sorry, I'm going to lift that from you. Lifted the ban. It was not an issue. It was silent. And my wife saved my channel. Without my wife, guys, this channel probably wouldn't be live streaming right now because I almost said, you know what? It's been a good run. Fuck it. It's over. And I almost cashed in and gave up because I didn't know how to fight the copyright strike. But my wife literally fought the channel, messaged the guy, Without her, you guys, this channel might not be live streaming right now.
What copyright claim could have someone in Estonia had on you?
Okay, well,
you don't have to get I'm curious. I'm a curious guy.
No. I get it. No, what happened was I went and rented this stupid game called What's that stupid zombie movie that came out? Zombieland, right?
Okay.
It's probably not stupid. It's probably a great movie, but it pisses me off. So I rented Zombieland, right? And I'm like, oh my God, everyone's going to love this on my channel because it's a brand new game. Let's do it. So I streamed Zombieland, right? So the people in Estonia thought I was live streaming their movie. They thought I was like displaying their movie that's in theaters. And I'm like they didn't even watch my live stream. They just thought I was streaming their movie, so they copyright strike my ass. And I'm like, what? You didn't even watch the live stream, stupid ass. Like, this is a video game. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not streaming the movie, you dumbass. But they didn't even care. They just that's a shitty game. Yes, it is a shitty game. It's extremely shitty. But that's the one who gave me a copyright strike. Goddamn Zombieland, you guys. That game sucks, yes. See, everyone in the chat knows that game is horseshit. So, yes, Estonia, you made a horseshit game. But anyway, I'm being real. That's who copyright strike my ass. And I fought it. My wife fought it. I won. And here we are. Thank God. Because I almost walked away from it all. Which would have been stupid.
I'm glad you didn't. I need you to teach me how to do this more and more and more. I need people to push me. And I think today, if we kind of pushed each other for this, because I hadn't done an episode in a couple weeks, and I know you weren't feeling as well yesterday, but here we are because we both know that you got to just kind of keep pushing forward. Otherwise, you're not going to actually accomplish anything. Let's do this, because I kind of doubt that this happens to you, but maybe it'll surprise me. What situations make you feel awkward and why?
I don't really suffer from awkwardness a lot. I really don't. But, when I see, I work with Kurt, guys. I work with Kurt. What we do as a job, we're not going to discuss. We'll discuss it. I never will. I've signed paperwork to not discuss my job, and I just don't discuss what I do. But anyway, we work together. So I feel awkward when I see you at work because I'm like, you and I are on this type of level. Where at work, I don't bring this level to work. I don't really talk about it. So I kind of be awkward and avoid you, not to be an asshole.
I think you're an asshole.
But it's just we're on another level, bro. We're on another level that I don't really want to bring to work because I don't want all these assholes at work knowing what I'm doing. It's not none of their business. If they find me, they find me. If they don't, they don't. That's just me. And so I kind of avoid you because I'm like, shit, I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Sometimes I'll talk, Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? Sometimes I'll talk a little bit about shit at work with certain people, but it's just like a little in passing, a little jib jab type shit. But you and I if we were to talk, it'd be real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want these people knowing about all the real shit, at work. You know what I'm saying? And that's an awkward position. Another awkward position is one time I was in Jamaica. You ready for this story?
Yeah, better be.
Story time. Here it is. I'm in Jamaica, right? Me and my wife, my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, we're in Jamaica. We had no kids at the time. So we're in Jamaica, and my shirt gets completely dredged out. My shirt is completely wrecked. My clothes are wrecked because I did Duns River Falls. I got completely wet, and I need a new shirt. So my wife is like, hey, talks to a local guy who has a shop and says, hey, I want to, can I buy my husband this Bob Marley shirt? So she ends up buying me a Bob Marley shirt in Jamaica. Now let me paint this picture for you guys. White guy, Jamaica, Bob Marley shirt. Everybody in Jamaica was like, hey man, you want some smoke? Dude, everybody and their grandma tried to sell me a joint, bro.
They might do that anyhow.
This
was special.
Well, because I had the Bob Marley shirt. They weren't asking my wife for joints. They weren't asking my sister-in-law. The fact that I had a fucking Bob Marley shirt, they're like, hey, everybody, even little kids were like, hey. And I'm like, what the fuck? You smoke weed? What the hell's going on down here? And I was like, what the hell? And I told my wife, don't ever buy me a fucking Bob Marley shirt in Jamaica ever again. Until this day, I have that shirt. Thank God I put it on, and I've gained some weight since then, and it looks terrible on me. I will never wear that shirt ever again. And I almost threw it away. But my wife goes, you're not throwing away that Bob Marley shirt I bought you. I worked hard for you to get that Bob Marley shirt. And I'm like, okay, honey. And I put it back in my drawer. Very, very not happy about putting it back in the drawer, but I did.
When we do this again, Jackknife, it's either a Dare shirt or it's the Bob Marley shirt.
Oh my God. Could you guys imagine if I wore that Bob Marley shirt? You could see my chubby ass. You'd be like, oh my God, Jack is a kind of a chubby ass. What do you guys think? Should I wear, if I do this podcast again, should I wear the Bob Marley shirt? You guys want me to wear the Bob Marley shirt?
Here, you talk to your audience for a little bit. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I don't do these live things usually, but
yeah.
I'll be right back.
I got this. All right, guys, you want to talk to me? Let's talk to me, guys. If you guys got something to say right now, I'm willing to talk to you. I'm looking at both screens. I'm looking at the People I Know show. What up, Samira? How you doing? I see you on People I Know. I feel awkward when I be with unfunny people. Yes, that is tough. When they crack jokes and they think they're hilarious and you're looking at them like, this shit's not funny. I understand. That's the worst. And I also see Giggles over here. I see Steven over here. Shout out to Steven Alvarez. Appreciate you being here. We got Yusuf in here. Take your time, Web Giggles. How you doing? Shout out to Giggles in the chat. Appreciate you being here. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. It does mean a lot to me. Guys, we are 2 likes away from 40. If we could hit 40 likes, guys, I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming over, checking out the People I Know show on YouTube over there, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me on this channel, guys. Thank you so much. How up, Zaydog? But, guys, if you want me to wear the goddamn Bob Marley shirt, let me know. I'll wear the fucking Bob Marley shirt, man. I'll wear it. It's disgusting. I look intense. You know what I look like when I wear the Bob Marley shirt, guys? I want you guys to go to your local grocery store. I want you to grab Pillsbury biscuits, and I want you to take a knife and cut it. That's what I look like wearing the fucking Bob Marley shirt. Can't believe I'm all out of... I brought 1 beer with me, man. I should have brought another one. God damn it. But God damn it, man. Yeah, thank you for being a friend as well, Steven Alvarez. I appreciate that. Buy the biscuits. What up, Rum Boys? How you doing, man? What up, Packlin? How you doing? Packlin, stop, Jack. No, for real, I do. I look disgusting in that Bob Marley shirt. I'm just saying. The Bob Marley shirt. Yeah, the Bob Marley shirt. Hell yeah. I appreciate everyone being here. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope you guys enjoy this content. This is why I agreed to do this type of stuff. Is because I want to open your guys' mind. I want you to see a new side of me and a new side of what I like to do. And I hope you guys enjoy this content. And the fact that you got 42 likes on the stream, we got 12 on People I Know show. That tells me you guys enjoy this content, and I really appreciate that. Kurt is now back, guys.
So I'm going to use this opportunity that I ran off to the bathroom to let your audience know a little bit about some of my, I think, more popular episodes, that both on my audio version and then on YouTube. And you'll see that I don't get a lot of viewers. I haven't on my YouTube channel because I don't do what you do, but I'm going to try to work towards getting more and more of that. A few months ago, I opened up about the time in my life where if I was in public and I had to go to the bathroom, I didn't really work. Like, there's a thing, and people that don't know about this.
My wife's like that.
It's called shy bladder syndrome, paruresis. I decided, because it had some guests that really opened up about some shit not maybe so different than what you talked about here today, that what for my life, what's something that I can bring out that I think can help people if I talked about it. And there's a lot of people. I think the number globally is maybe like 7% of men to some degree struggle taking a pee in a public bathroom. And there's a time in my life where I almost couldn't do it at all. And it was like a nerve-wracking thing for me to even kind of like put that out as a phrase. Why am I doing this? Why am I telling people? Well, long story short, besides the fact that I'd imagine someone watching or listening right now, hearing this for the first time, didn't know that this was like a thing and can now do some research or watch back those episodes. There's individuals. There's a teenager in India that reached out to me to like try to get help. There's a number of other people across the United States that were very like pleased and proud of me and happy that I talked about this and opened up about it. And in fact, one of those people was the guy that wrote the book, Dr. Steven Soifer. He wrote the book that helped me kind of get away from it and learn to deal with it. He wrote the book 20 years ago, and I found it 15 years ago whenever I found it. And then he, because of his Google alerts, knew that I had this episode. He reached out to me. I had him on my show. And I just know that that episode alone, sitting out there on the internet, people that come across this term paruresis, shy bladder syndrome, they search for it. Some people are going to find my video and it's going to help people figure out how to deal with this. It's just one of many things people might suffer from. And I'm a lot way better with it now, but I'm not perfect at it. There's still something going on in my mind that keeps me from just naturally taking a pee when I have to take a pee that like closes up. Not usually, but it still does a little. And I just know other people are suffering with that way worse than I ever did or similar to what I used to. And I like to promote that this is one of the things that's been a very, very big positive for my show of bringing to light something that other people need to like be aware of. And some people really need to get help with. And I thought, me going to take a pee in the middle of the episode is a good time to talk about that.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive that he reached out to you. That's pretty cool. That's the power of the internet. That's awesome. That's really cool. Now, me on the opposite hand, I'm over here thinking, man, that's cool. I appreciate that. Now, me on the other hand, I would love to go eat some McDonald's. I'll go eat some Taco Bell, and I don't mind going to your public restroom and wrecking the shit out of it. Like, I make other people uncomfortable, and I don't mean to, but it's kind of fun. Like, if I know I got an explosive one and I'm going to be farting and tearing a lot of bad ass going on, I'll sit next to the stall next to the other guy who's sitting in the stall, and there might be 10 bathrooms, and he's over there. I'll go sit next to him. I know this is an asshole move, and I'll sit down, and I'll be like, Eeh! Like, I'll make, like, these sounds. I'll get really annoying. I'll be really stupid. I'll be really ignorant, and I'll just be an asshole. Because it's funny to me. Like, I'm a fucking 5-year-old. What do you want? I'm a 5-year-old. Like, I'll sit next to the bathroom. I'll be like, and I'll like let it go, and it'll splash, and then all of a sudden the guy will be like, and he'll wait, and he'll like hurry up and get out of the bathroom because he knows shit's about to go down, literally. Because he'll literally, like, it's funny. Like, I'll sit there and I'll like laugh. Like, I'll try, like, I'm like a little schoolgirl. I'm like laughing my ass off in my, trying to not tell nobody that I'm doing that. But I'll do that, like, I'm an asshole. What do you want? Like, I'll go to the bathroom and I'll be like, even though I'm not going to poop, I'll still make those sounds just to scare the shit out of the guy next to me.
So on your free time, you're just going into the stall making poop noises.
Yeah, I should actually vlog that just for the fun of it. And people will be like,
you probably should.
Jack, why are you vlogging you taking a shit? Bro, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Watch this guy fucking literally run out of the bathroom when I sit next to him. Because it's funny. Because they fucking pack up their shit real quick. Now me, I'll sit in the bathroom for an hour. One time I got home from work. True story. I get home from work at like 6 in the morning. And I would go to the bathroom. I always go to the bathroom. I unwind. I relax. I watch YouTube in the bathroom. I probably shouldn't do it, but I do. I watch a lot of people in the, I'm on YouTube when I'm in the bathroom, or I'm like responding to messages while I'm in the bathroom. It happens. But anyway, I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm chilling. Next thing I know, bro, it's 10:30. I fucking fall asleep on the bathroom. My wife comes in the bathroom and she goes, are you going to get up today? And I'm like, holy shit, what time? What the? I'm like, I'm on the shitter and I'm passed out. Like, what the hell? Are you serious? Like, I couldn't believe I fell asleep on the bathroom. I could not believe it. It was ridiculous. I literally passed out on the bathroom. My wife came in, thought I was dead because I was like hunched over like this. Fucking dead on the bathroom, bare ass, embarrassing. But whatever. Whatever. It's a sexy moment. I told my wife, you should be proud. You got a sexy man that's sitting on the toilet right now, passed out. And she goes, why should I be happy about that? I go, I don't know, but you'll appreciate it one day.
Since we're opening up about bathroom stories, I wouldn't go into a public restroom and make fake poop noises. But one thing I did do, I used to own a house, and when I did, for some reason, I got into this habit of staying in the guest bedroom. Just, I don't know why I didn't want to stay in my normal bedroom. And I came home from a night of drinking. And the problem I realized with this is normally in my main bedroom, the bathroom door was one door down the hall from my main bedroom. But that night I stayed in the guest bedroom. So I suppose in this drunken state, I went to the bathroom or the bedroom door thinking that was the bathroom. And then I opened up, apparently, I figured this out a few days later when all my clothes were wet. I opened up the drawer and thought that was the toilet and pissed into the drawer.
Nice.
Onto my t-shirts. And I'm wondering, has anyone else ever done this?
I've never done that.
Oh, well, it's something to strive for.
I've never pissed in my t-shirt drawer.
Well, the evidence, it's not clear this is probably what happened. And I think it's a story to share. I think but these are things that without a podcast, I wouldn't talk about these things, but I don't really care anymore about the stupid things that I've done in my life, because we all have stupid things.
Oh, we all done.
And us not talking about them is just kind of, so let's open up about the shit that we do that's weird and would in the past life maybe make us feel like I wouldn't have told that story X number of years ago. You probably tell any story anytime.
Yeah. Well, fuck, the other day I was doing laundry. I probably shouldn't admit this, but I don't give a shit, bro.
The people that have tuned in for an hour and 45 minutes and still going, they deserve this.
I mean, I really don't care what anyone thinks about me. I'll tell you 100%. But anyway, I was doing laundry the other day, and I'm down there chilling, and I almost shit my pants, bro. I farted, and I don't know if I'm getting old and I can't catch this shit. I don't know what's going on. But I like farted. I'm like, oh, and I clenched my ass and I ran up the stairs so fast. And my wife's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I got to shit. And my daughter's in the bathroom taking her sweet ass time. I go, get the fuck out. She goes, well, I gotta go. I get the fuck out of the bathroom. Like, I got so mad. I'm like, she like crying because she thinks I'm mad at her. And I'm like, no, I almost shit my pants, bro. Like, get out of the fucking bathroom. So I sit down and my wife's like, that is the most disgusting sound I've ever heard in my life. And my daughter's over here fucking crying. I'm like, and I'm over here in the bathroom. Honey, I'm not mad at you. I'm not. And I'm like trying to get her to come and give me a hug. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't give me a hug because it smelled so fucking bad. And I'm like, come here. No, come here. No. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck, man? But yeah, I almost shit my pants at 36 years old. Almost shitting my pants. Doing laundry. Isn't that awesome, guys?
Just imagine by the time you're 40 or 50,
you
will be
I'm wearing a fucking diaper. I'm wearing a diaper, bro. I'm going to wear a diaper. I'm going to walk around in a diaper all day. I'll be streaming, wearing a diaper, taking a shit while on stream. So if you guys see me playing my video game and I'm like this, look on my face like this, I'm probably taking a shit in my diaper, guys. I'm probably taking a shit in my diaper. Just being 100% with you guys.
Yeah, that's good.
It happens. Sometimes you gotta shit in your pants, you know, that's what happens, guys. Welcome to old age.
I guess I'm not that old yet. Hasn't happened. Well, maybe to a very small
Yeah,
degree, but not
I
to
don't
the point
know.
where...
I don't know why. Yeah, get them huggies. Fuck yeah, I'll get them huggies. I'll get the ones with like cool little designs on them so you guys could see it. Like, hey guys, check these out. I got Cars shit underwear. Isn't this amazing?
I used to broadcast minor league baseball. I guess this was more summer collegiate baseball, not minor league, but same thing. And there was a rule on the bus. So there's a bus full of like 25, 30 guys that you can use the bathroom of the bus to take a piss, but you don't take a dump in there. And I got a whole bus to pull over so that I could use a real bathroom because I had one of these need to go, must use the bathroom situations, and I so didn't want to be the guy that stunk up the whole bus that I convinced the coach of the team to tell the bus driver to pull over to like the nearest place. And I feel like it's a proud moment because I didn't stink up the bus, but I had to hold it for like 10 minutes, like one of those worst kinds of ones where you think you'd really rather die than hold it in any longer. And we got the bus to pull over. And then I was able to go, and a crisis was averted. But then I think everyone knew about it. That was embarrassing for me at the time, but clearly I'm telling the story right now, so I guess it's not that embarrassing.
Well, like you know what's funny is on tour buses they're like that. Like people that do concerts, they're like that. Like if you have to pee, you can go pee, flush it. But if you gotta take a shit, you're gonna shit in a bag and throw it out in the street. and I know that's not the smart thing. I'm not promoting littering. I'm not promoting that. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A lot of your famous artists that are on tour buses, if they're taking a shit, they're literally shitting in a bag and throwing it out on the highway. I'm being 100% with you, bro. I've hung out with the Insane Clown Posse. I've hung out with Tech 9. I've hung out with Vanilla Ice. I've hung out with fucking Twisted. I've hung out with Blaze You Did Homie. I've hung out with Cypress Hill, Blink 182. And all them people on their tour buses, they take shits in bags and throw them in the highway, on the ditches. I'm not joking. So if you see poor people on the ditch picking up trash, they're picking up shit bags. I'm not lying. They're picking up shit bags, bro. I'm 100% with you.
And someone's commenting there. They have toilets, but when you're traveling around, you don't want to take that with you.
They are not shitting in the tour bus.
The stench will ruin everyone's existence in that bus, so you find a way to not do it. And I didn't know that was a way to do it, but that would have saved me some time, but probably would have been a mess.
Yep, they do not shit in the buses, bro. I promise you 100%. You can ask any artist out there, they do not shit in their own bus. They might go shit in someone else's bus, but they're not shitting in their bus. I promise you.
And someone mentioned planes. Planes have a different system. Like it can go further away, I think, in the plane. Like it kind of just sits right there in the bus. Planes do it differently. And I think, don't they just drop it off somewhere too in the middle of the forest or the ocean?
When you take a shit in a plane, I know this is an awesome discussion, but when you take a shit in a plane and you flush the toilet, it actually opens up and releases. When you take a shit in a plane, it actually releases from the plane while in midair, and it disintegrates through the air.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you get away with not smelling the shit on the plane. Is when you take a shit, it automatically comes out of the plane and it goes through the air because you're at such a high altitude. The shit evaporates, so you'll never know. So you might be walking the street right now, getting hit with planes going above your head, and you're actually getting shitted on and might not even know.
Such a microscopic level that you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And it won't affect you.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know. So you might be walking the streets getting pooped on right now and not even know it.
Well, someone seems to have different information for us. One of you two is correct.
That
they like dump it out when you hit. When
you do land, yes, they do have people that do get rid of the bathroom as well. They get rid of the piss and all that other stuff, and the toilet paper and this and that. Yes, but your shit does go onto the plane. You can Google it.
Google will have the correct answers and the incorrect answers.
Snope it. When in doubt, snope it out. You will find out that I am telling you facts.
I believe that you know a lot of shit that people haven't otherwise researched. You have.
I am the king of useless knowledge.
How about this, Jackknife? We're approaching 2 hours. Let's go one more topic, and then we'll wrap it up for this afternoon.
Fantastic.
Do you have a topic in mind? Or do I go back to
No, I don't.
Okay. So let's get a little more serious just to wrap it up. And I usually do a being wrong segment and a personal growth segment. We're going to skip that for today. We did that last time. We did the being wrong. So watch episode 24 going back to like March or April. Watch or you listen to it, People I Know show on any of your podcast apps. Although I'd imagine a lot of your people are more just straight YouTube, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I'd love to find out. What is the biggest challenge in your life right now, Jackknife? When you look at your life, we started the episode talking about kind of falling out of love with living, and I feel like you're coming out of that in a way. Is there a bigger challenge right now, or the second biggest challenge for you right now that you're dealing with that you're willing to open up about?
I got two big challenges.
Okay.
I got one big challenge to end up doing YouTube full time. I want to make YouTube full time. I want to give up my other job. I want to make YouTube full time, and I got to figure out a way to do that. That's a big challenge. My second big challenge is I want to remarry my wife. She doesn't know about this, and I know none of you guys are going to talk to her about this.
She doesn't watch your channel?
She never watches anything I do. She fucking hates my shit. She doesn't watch anything I do. But, you know, I want to remarry my wife. I want to make it special, and I want to take her back to Puerto Rico, and I want to get married in San Juan, Old San Juan, at the biggest church that they got. I called, and it's going to cost over $10,000 to do it, but I'm going to do it. And I don't know when, and I'm going to get all the kids together. All of our kids are going to come together. Their significant others are going to come together, and I'm going to remarry my wife. And you guys are make me tear up about that shit. Holy shit, man! Really? Don't make me fucking cry on the stream.
Since we're the first to know, are we all going to be invited?
Well, you guys are all invited. If you guys want to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico,
I probably would actually.
I've
not been there.
I love Puerto Rico. It's a beautiful island, and I love Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico. And Miss White Rose is from Puerto Rico, so she knows how much Puerto Rican people mean to me. I love Puerto Rico. I cannot say it enough, but I love Puerto Rico. And I would love everybody to come, you know, to Puerto Rico. It'd be an amazing moment. I did get married in Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico, but to get married in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico, at the biggest fucking church in Puerto Rico, would be the shit. And yeah, that's my goal. That's my challenge.
And to do YouTube full time, what do you need to get to subscriber wise or minutes watch or however you calculate that? Do you think that that's actually viable?
If people buy my merch did drop, and people are buying my merch, which is awesome. I really, really, really appreciate that, and I am really, really appreciative to the donations I get on my channel. If my donations keep going the way they're going, and people buy my merch the way they are buying my merch, and if people keep watching what I watch, if I hit over 20,000 plus subscribers, I think I could quit my job and do YouTube full time. And I think I could do that because I get so many people watching my stuff. It helps out a lot. When you guys watch my shit and you watch the ad, even though the ad sucks, the ad fucking sucks. Nobody wants to watch the ad. I know, because I watch a lot of YouTube and the ads fucking suck. But if you guys watch the ads and you guys watch my content and leave likes or dislikes and you watch my stuff, I could quit my job.
So if you, let's say 30 to 40 hours, you're at work each week, or in the driving time, I know you don't live that close to work. If you were able to eliminate that from your life, what more could you bring to your Jackknife Finnegan channel?
Everything. Everything.
Explain what you
more content,
ideas.
More Jackknife.
What would be different that would take more effort that you now would have the time to do?
I could do round the clock streaming. I could do streaming on the weekends. I know I don't stream on the weekends. I don't stream at all on the weekends. So I could stream on the weekends. I could put more focus.
Like, would you produce things differently? Like, you go live?
Oh yeah, more quality,
Yeah.
more timed out, more better. Everything would be better. It'd be better. You know, I'd have more content. I'd have more professional looking shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That takes the time. You can put stuff up there and you can put so much effort into it, but to really make it look good, the people that are full-time YouTubers, they have the time to really make it look good, where when a new person sees it for the first time, like, holy fuck, this is good.
Yeah.
I want to watch more of this. Whereas someone new sees something that isn't of the high quality, maybe some people pass on it and don't stick. I don't know, maybe to you, people stick, but I'd imagine to me, if I'm putting something out and it's not that great, someone's, they watch it for a couple minutes, not their thing, they move on. But the higher level quality really gets people to stick, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I get over 20, 30,000 subs, I think I can actually quit my job. And we're on track. I told all my people that are watching, I said by the end of June, I'll have over 20,000 subscribers. I don't see that being a problem. I'm going to bust my ass to get to that. Without you guys, I can't do that. So if you guys could spread the word, tell your friends, hey man, check out Jackknife Finnegan. Drop them a sub, drop them a like. I would appreciate that. It does go far, guys. Even 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers. If you guys got friends, if you got mothers, if you got brothers, sisters, smash that subscribe button. It does help out, guys. It really does. It really, really does. And if the donations keep coming, the channel members keep coming. I have a lot of channel members. I have 27 channel members. Trying to get to 30. And if people buy the merchandise, watch my shit, I could quit my job and I could focus 100% on you guys. And that's what I want to do. That's my goal. At first, it wasn't my goal, but now I want to make it my goal. I'm going to really do it. And at the end of June, I'll be at 20,000 subscribers. And I think a year past that, I'll be over 100,000 subscribers. And when I hit over 100,000 subscribers, I'm probably going to quit. I'm probably going to do this 100% of my time because I love these people and I think they're worth it. So that's what I'm going to do.
And if I can steal your audience's attention for a few minutes, if you're willing to, go to my channel, like and subscribe there. That's, do whatever you do, what you like to do. What I'm really curious, if you were to take a little time to watch one of my other podcasts, I'm curious what people that have nothing to do with my channel prior to this episode right now, what you like about it. Like, what did you like about this conversation? What would you like to see more of if you were to come over and watch more of my stuff? Or what would you like to see more of Jackknife doing, what you like from this that he doesn't normally do? Because that's, like, I need that feedback. I put stuff out there, see what people like, but sometimes I don't really hear from that many people. I don't know what they like that much. And if you're liking any of this, I want to know exactly what it is. What about this you like so much that you would watch more of my stuff, even if Jackknife's not there? Or if you don't think you'd watch my stuff, then tell me so I can understand why, maybe a little bit why I'm not your thing. And I don't need to be your thing, but I want to understand what people see, so I can keep digging deep down in myself what I'm naturally good at, and putting more of that out there, and the things that I'm like trying to do that aren't really me. And that's probably a part of the problem when you try not to be yourself, which I don't do a lot, but maybe I've done, just to push that aside and really focus on what I do well.
Well, in case you guys are wondering what his channel is the People I Know Show. It's on YouTube. If you type it in the search bar, the People I Know Show.
People I Know Show. I don't know if it matters.
Yeah, well, just the People I Know Show. Type it in, and that's the channel that I'm rocking on right now. I'm also on that channel as well, the People I Know Show. You type that in, guys, and it will take you over to Kurt's channel. But like I said, guys, the donations, they honestly help. They really do help me out, guys. I probably shouldn't be sharing this with you guys, but I think this month I'm gonna break over $1,000 bringing home on YouTube, which is awesome. That is awesome. That is fucking awesome. I'm grateful I get a check every month from YouTube. I really appreciate that. But the goal is, if I can make enough money that I make that my job right now to make that on YouTube, I'm quitting my job. And I will definitely devote and dedicate myself to you guys 100% of the time. We'll do more giveaways. We'll do more content. We're going to do all types of stuff. I'm recently going to be going to the Mall of America probably next week. And I'm going to be doing a live stream from their thing at Mall of America. And I'm going to be giving out V-Buck gift cards at Mall of America to a bunch of random ass gamers. It's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be funny. And you guys are going to enjoy it. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is awesome. And we're going to meet a lot of people at Mall of America. But yeah, guys, it's the People I Know show. He's over here. But yeah, man, if you guys could watch the ads, help me out, guys. You know, spread the word. Tell people to check me out. Buy the merch. You know, the stickers. If the merch price is too high, right now I'm running a special 30% off. If you type "Let's Go," if you type "Let's Go" in there, guys, you'll get 30% off the merch. It only goes till January 14th. But if the merch price is too high, please tell me and I will lower it so that you guys can get stickers and all types of shit. But yeah, man. You know, I want you guys to rock the channel. I love you guys, and it's awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what 2020 brings for Kurt and myself. You know, Kurt will be all over the world. I'll be all over the world, so it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge, man. We're gonna take it over. I'm pumped.
Thanks for joining me in my basement today. The first time I've done one of these live, and I think my setup's pretty good, and I can build on it in a couple of ways. But
Your setup is amazing.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you.
Your setup is awesome.
And notice right here, we got my scratch map of the places in the world I've been. You probably can't see that very closely, but you can see a bunch of flags there. I think it's about 20 flags that I've scratched off.
I like this setup, man. You got an awesome mixing board. That's awesome. I like this. I like these microphones. These microphones are awesome. I like that. A lot of people, you know, that live stream, they have microphones that are really expensive, and really, this is what I love about live streaming. A lot of live streamers, they have, and I'm gonna be doing a setup of my shit at home. I know, probably in a video soon, but a lot of people dig these high-end $1,000 microphones. You know what microphone I rock?
Which one?
SM58.
That's what I have. This what?
SM58.
Used, I paid like $50-$60 for these.
These things are well, at the time when I bought mine was $100.
Yeah. My
SM58. And everybody comments on my stream all the time on how awesome the audio quality is. And I'm thinking, wow, that's so funny because it's a $100 mic. All these other idiots are spending thousands of dollars. I have a $100 mic and my shit sounds better than theirs. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, these things are good. I think if we get too far away from it, it loses a little bit, and maybe it's not omnidirectional enough. I'm not sure.
No, they're cardioids.
Okay.
They're cardioids. But we're going to get into some nerd talk here. You guys want to talk some nerd shit? We'll talk nerd shit. But seriously, they're cardioid mics. So like right now, you guys can hear me. But if I'm over here and I'm over here saying some shit, chances are you're not going to hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's what's awesome. I love that. See, now when you get the omnidirectional mic, you could be over here and you're going to hear me just fine. But that's stupid. What if you don't want people hearing some shit? You know what I'm saying?
It adds a level of...
What if you're like, hey, fuck that guy. Fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's... I think I struggle with that because some people that I have on aren't that comfortable with microphones, and they get too far away from it. Then in my editing afterwards for the audio version, it takes some time, and I wish people would just kind of stick close to it. Like I know to, but I've been doing this on and on for years.
I try to keep my distance a little bit, even though I see you moving it towards me, just because I know gangs. I know my voice is loud. Like well, I'm a naturally loud person because my hearing's fucked. So
you don't have the headphones on. I'm looking at the levels a little bit down there, and I have the headphones, so I can tell when we're kind of close to overmodulating. I don't want to do that. I don't want it to blow up and be all crackly, but I don't think we're doing that in the YouTube channel. It's safe there.
Because I'm a loud ass. Now, keep in mind, guys, when I leave here, I'm going to do some YouTube stories on my way home. I'm going to get me something to eat. So I'll do a YouTube story of that. If you guys comment in my YouTube stories, I will personally comment back to you. That's one thing I'm going to be doing on my YouTube stories because I do want to blow up the YouTube story game, and I think it'll be fun. And so get some Chick-fil-A. I might do that for you, bro. I might do that for you. Just for you, Sebelvita. Just so you know, Kurt, Sebelvita likes podcasts, so I'm hoping that he does come over here and check out this channel because he actually likes podcasts. He likes all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's a real dope dude. He actually encouraged me to get back on my JKFT shit, my Jackknife Finnegan Talk podcast, and I'm gonna do it. And he actually recently just graduated college. He's actually a barber in California.
That's cool.
That's fucking awesome. So you gotta give credit to him. So big shout out to my man Sebelvita, bro. Got off his ass. He was playing a lot of GTA 5, a lot of shit, but he went out. He said, you know what? I'm going to be a fucking barber in California. Barber in California. Bang. Makes money now. Does his own shit. Fucking awesome dude. So, yeah. Appreciate that. Little story about him. You know what I mean? I know about him. He's a good kid. Chick-fil-A, oh my God. Yes. Yes. He's a good dude. But yeah, man, I think we will wrap it up. I'm going to definitely be doing YouTube stories, so make sure you watch the YouTube stories on my way home. And then once I get home, I'm going to get my kids, and I don't know, you think, should we stream a little Fortnite? What do you guys think? I want you guys to press 1 in the chat if you think we should stream Fortnite. I want you to spam 1 in the chat if you want to stream Fortnite when I get home, up until I got to take my son to karate. What do you think? I want you guys to spam 1 in the chat if you guys want a Fortnite stream.
I'm seeing a few of them.
Yeah. Well, as long as I see 1, that's all I really give a shit. They know how I get out, man. If one person types 1, there's gonna be a goddamn Fortnite stream. They know how I get down.
And for people that have enjoyed this conversation, of course, you can watch my previous episodes and upcoming episodes on People I Know Show channel on the YouTube. But also, if you're someone like me that drives around a lot or is doing other things, they're not really in position to watch all the time, but listen, all the podcast apps, any podcasts, Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those things, you can subscribe on there and catch episodes. This episode will be on there within a day or two. I might cut down a couple of things to condense it a little, or maybe I'll just let it run. I don't know. But normally I don't go this long. If people like it, they'll keep listening. If not, they'll turn it off and listen to something else. And that's what people always do with anything, probably. So I don't really concern myself with that a whole lot.
Can't worry about that.
Nah.
It's all the devil's in the details. I don't even know why I said that, but you know, it is. It is what it is.
So you're a full-on YouTube audience guy, and I'm have a conversation with someone else and talk about whatever real shit that person brings to mind by me knowing them. And we did some of that today, and I hope people enjoyed it, and we'll do it again. I don't know how often, but I'm pretty sure we'll be doing this again in the future.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we will. We'll have a round 3. We'll be at 100,000 subscribers. Round 3.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments down below, guys, on either People I Know Show or Jackknife Finnegan. Leave comments, you guys. Let us know what you think about this content. Let me know if you guys love this content or if you like this content. Let me know. If you want more of this content, let me know. But yeah, I'll be jumping out some stories here in a little bit, guys. And Kurt will be doing his thing on his channel and all of his other stuff. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Smash that like button if you have not. Guys, we're 7 likes away from 50. Can we get 50 likes on the motherfucking stream? No, I'm just playing. Now I got to keep talking a little bit because if I shut it off now, YouTube won't monetize me because I said the word F. And we don't want to say the word F when we're getting ready to end the stream.
And then if people are still like subscribing in other areas, I don't know, are people big into Instagram that are on your channel or,
they
or
do
Facebook?
Instagram.
People I Know Show on those things. If you want to see clips of what I do and then go back and watch it later, if you think you like it, that's something I do as well, trying to build up. And there is a lot of stuff to get good at. I see that you've gotten very good at a lot of these things, and that's allowed you to bring in so many people that have found you and like you. And there's a lot of skills that I've been developing, and I got to keep going at because it's hard work. It's hard work to get good at this shit.
It's always a learning thing. Right now, I'm learning Adobe Photoshop, and I'm learning Sony Vegas. And I want to rip my hair out. Luckily, I don't have a lot of hair. But Sony Vegas is a pain in the ass, and Adobe Photoshop is a pain in the ass. If any of you guys know how to run that shit, let me know, because I don't want to do it. It sucks learning. I feel like I'm in school all over again, and I don't like it. I hate it. But anyway, shout out to everyone for tuning in. Thank you, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys on YouTube Stories. Leave comments on YouTube Stories. I'll leave a comment back. I'll even constantly back to you on YouTube Stories. With that being said, I'm getting out of here. You guys have a great day. On to Chick-fil-A we come, Sebelvita. We're going to Chick-fil-A, bro. Chick-fil-A for you, brother. I can't even end my stream. How the hell do I end it? I can't end it. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Peace.
Thanks, everybody.